Good evening, curling fans. Welcome into our final session of the day it's the fifth session of this Belgian Belgian men's challenger. I'll get it. Jeez.
The World Curling Tour Belgium men's challenger. So don't have a hashtag for that one.
John's like not even close. But yeah, we're here for our third match of the day. We've got Team Dalle against Team Hungary. You know, we just saw Dalle on the previous session. Bit of a, how do we want to say, underperformance on their part, and they're going to look to bounce back strong in this one. Hopefully, you know, Team Hungary as well. They've been fighting. Unfortunately, just haven't won any matches. So somebody's going to come away with a winner in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what do you got for us, Pim?
Yeah, I think let's have a look at the standings so far, because this is the final game of the group stage of the round robin, and I think the standings are a bit interesting. Also, if you take into account the games that we're going to see tonight, we have two teams that are unbeaten, that are running the table. It's Team Hanenen from Finland and then Team Verreken, the Belgium men's national team. They play each other tonight on sheet C, so they're playing for basically the first place here in the group stage,
yep.
top seed in the knockouts. And then you have Team Hertman and Team Raju. They have 2 wins, 2 losses. So basically, they're also playing, they're qualified. That's for sure. Top 4 is qualified. So we can already kind of confirm that the semis will be the 4 here. And the teams that did not qualify for the knockouts are Team Dalle and Team Hungary. But they kind of play for honor, for bragging rights. And they play each other here on the broadcast sheet tonight. And they will face each other again tomorrow morning for the placement match. But yeah, that's just a game we won't really feature that hard. I think it's all down here on the ice. We know which teams are in the semis, but we don't know in which semis. So that will be the kind of the overarching arch of excitement. I don't know if that's
the overarching arch. Yes, that's just what arches do.
That's what they do. Yeah. So kind of interesting, and I think, yeah, those were the words of done. If you would have to redo the tournament, play the games back from the first round up to the 5th round, you would probably get a new ranking, because the teams are so close to each other. But then again, I also think up till now this is a kind of a fair way to split these teams into kind of 3 tiers here, kind of one team or 2 teams that are super good.
Yeah, you have to look at teams like, you know, Team Dalle. They've played a pretty solid tournament, but just being off by centimeters here and there have cost them their matches. It's like, you at this level, you can't afford to miss that often, if at all, and they've just been getting punished for it. And so, you know, but if you look at it, they're maybe out a centimeter or 2 on some stones, not getting roll when they need it, and it's cost them. And, you know, you can look at the same thing as Team Hungary. They have played a really, really solid match. You know, they pushed Team Hertman to an extra end, and it really came down to like, oh, here's just that one miss. Their lead in that match against Team Hertman played a really great game. First stone in the extra end just carried a little bit deep, and that was the difference. It allowed Team Hertman to take control of the end, and they held on to win, in extra end. So both of these teams perfectly capable of winning any match that they're playing against. And this, unfortunately, this weekend, they've just not had the luck go their way. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a correction, a little bit of adjustment to the ice. And, so we're hoping that both of these teams are going to come in this. We've got a little bit of pride at stake, don't want to finish the tournament winless. They want to come in, put a good show, and at least walk away feeling like they did something well.
Yeah, you don't want to be the team in the group stage with basically 5 losses and 0 wins. That just doesn't look like that nice in final standings. But then again, well, I think it's about the experience, and scoreboards, they don't tell the story of the games, and rankings, they don't tell the story behind those games, but they kind of tell at some point whether you are kind of a top half, better half of the event versus the bottom half of the event.
Yep.
So let's have a look at the matches we had before. So this is day 2. Tomorrow we have day 3 with the knockouts, with the semifinals, and then the big final. So yeah, we had our previous stream, Hanenen against Dalle. That was a big win for Hanenen. So if we look at the other games here, round 4, victory for Team Vreken, kind of a significant victory as well, and then also a significant victory with Team Raju winning over Hungary. So that's interesting. Normally those games were pretty close, but in round 4, suddenly we had some bigger numbers, some bigger things on the scoreboards. So that promises for tonight.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some pretty good matchups. I mean, for me, the geek, the IT guy, looking at this and you're seeing like both undefeated teams playing each other, both teams with 2-2 records playing each other, and both teams with 0-4 records playing each other. Like, you can't script this. It's just like, it's really nice the way it shakes out. So I'm thinking we're going to see still a pretty exciting match. Both these teams, are fairly, from what we've seen over the weekend, they're fairly evenly matched. They have the talent level to compete with any of the teams here in the tournament. It's just, a stone falling one way or the other could have changed entire matches. So, I think we're still going to see something good here.
Yeah, I think it will look for people with OCDs really nice in the ranking, because we won't have head-to-head matches that will be tiebreakers. You would have, on the one hand, like all victories 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then on the other half of the table you would have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be that would be very lovely to see. Can't wait to make up that visual.
Oh, that's going to come out, yeah. But it's like it's this last session 4, draw 4, round 4, whatever you want to call it. That was the only round where we had like blowouts, and every other session, every match has been close. 1 or 2 points difference to separate things. So it's just round 4 was sort of I think teams maybe have taken a little more, few more chances trying to get that win, maybe not quite making it and then leaving things open. So I think in this round 5, I think, with Hungary and Dalle, I think they're going to take more chances. They don't have anything. They're already out of the money spots. What do they have to lose? They're going to play a replay of this match tomorrow. So why not take some chances? So I think that can lead for some exciting shots.
Yeah, could very well be. And also for the top 4, they already qualified. And normally you would say, well, you play for the better seeding here. Vreken against Haninen. They would play for that first spot in the group. But then again, is there a better seeding? I think all 4 teams are kind of imbalanced. There's no kind of super strong team or a kind of a weak opponent you could cherry pick out. I think both semifinals will be very balanced. So I don't think that will play in their minds. I think those 4 teams, they will just want to play their best, have a good performance, and have that feeling kind of transferred over to the knockouts tomorrow.
Yeah, there's always something though about being undefeated going into the last round. It's like there's that morale boost, and it always feels good to go undefeated. But hey, it doesn't mean anything once you get to the knockout round. You could be 5-0, lose your first match, and guess what? You're playing for third place in the bronze medal match.
That's the thing with being first in the group. On one hand, you're undefeated, and you can make the statement after the group stage, we're the better team, we're the team to beat here. But on the other hand, suddenly that also means you're expected to reach the final and perhaps win the final. So suddenly you're kind of promoted to the big favorite of the tournament. So you can only kind of let yourself down or let your fans down. I don't know if that's a term of pressure we can use. Whereas if you're second or third or fourth, well, you were not the best in a group stage, but that doesn't matter anymore. We're kind of in a whole new part of the event where you can just have 2 more games, 2 more wins to bring home that big prize.
Yep. Fourth place. You could be 2 and 3 in the knockout round or the group stage, win 2 in a row, and next thing you know, you're the champ.
Yeah.
You know, it's that's the beauty of playoffs. You just got to
Yeah.
get to the playoffs, and then you have a chance.
So for this game, Team Hungary versus Team Dalle, like what do you think, John, we can expect from this game?
I think we're going to see some aggressive shot making. I think we're going to get some more aggressive calls. I think neither team has anything to lose, so why not try? You know, maybe risk it for the try to get that extra stone, extra point on the board for a higher risk shot. You know, if they miss it, what do they have to lose? You know, it's I think that's what we're kind of looking for. I think both teams are going to be that way. They're hungry for a win. They're going to want that W on the board. And I think that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's still their motivation. They have lost all of their games so far, and that's the kind of the final motivation. Let's win this last one. Let's prove that we are worthy of the other opponents. And for people out there, I mean, we're broadcasting tonight on World Curling Tour TV instead of our own YouTube channel. So for people that don't know us, this is John. I'm Pim, and we also keep track of chat here. So for everybody watching, we are very curious to know where you are, what country you're tapping in from, which team you're rooting, what's your kind of feedback, your emotions, your opinions of the game.
Who you think is going to win.
Yeah, perhaps.
Let's get your predictions in.
Yeah,
because you notice the numbers down below us. We can see we've been tracking our own predictions, and so far Pim has had the better tournament. He is 4-0? That can't be right. You lost one. We both lost one.
Wait, did I lost one?
Yes.
Oh, I missed.
No. Sorry, that's right. Team Hertman was Hertman. They were losing and then they came back. Sorry.
Yeah, you confused me there. I went for Hertman and then you counterpicked me and then
you get him. Almost got him.
Almost got me, yeah. Yep. But no.
Him has been correct so far. I've been having to counterpick because I've just the first couple didn't work out, so I fell in a deep hole trying to counterpick, and it hasn't worked out for me. So
yeah, it feels like a game of curling at some point. If you have a big lead, you just throw the easy stones and kind of force your opponent to try and do difficult ones. So for this game, I'm going to pick Team Dalle. I think they have a good lineup. They switched a little bit with the lineup. Now we have Braum on third and Brecht on fourth. I think that could work. So my vote here, my money is on Team Dalle.
I'm going to go with Team Hungary. I've seen some really solid play from them this weekend. They almost had Team Hertman. They played really strong against Team Raju. Just came up a little bit short at the end. Gave up a couple of big houses. Being a bit more aggressive, things didn't work out, but I still think that I've seen some good talent in them. So I'm going to go with them. So it's going to be me, Team Hungary, Pim, Team Dalle. Those are our picks. Put your picks in the chat. See if you guys are going to be right as well, and we'll follow along as they're getting ready to start, or maybe have already started.
They've just slided off with their first stone, so let's go.
We're going to jump out to
the near
screen.
Yes. All right. I am hyped for this last game. I'm also a bit tired. We were here early this morning, but
it's been a long few days, but we are curling fans and we enjoy this a lot.
So the green dudes over on Team Dalle team here, that's not a Hungarian, that's actually Braum. He doesn't have a team jersey yet. There is a story behind that.
I think Dalle has the hammer, so I think we need to swap that. That is correct, yeah. So Dalle has the hammer. And we will keep you up to date on the action going on the different sheets as well. So over on sheet A, it is Hertman versus Raju. And on sheet C, it is Verreken against Hananen.
Yeah, because those games are important as well. They will decide the seeding of the semis here.
There we have Sebastian Dalle. He is sitting out this match. They have a 5-man rotation, and so he is sitting. but watching from the comfort of his couch. Good evening, Sebastian.
Yeah, he is watching from the comfort of his couch because apparently, for punishment for losing all of these games, he had to sleep on the couch tonight. But yeah, if it's a comfortable couch, that could work.
Yeah, so Brecht is running a skip, normally a vice skip. He is taking over skipping duties this evening for this final round. 5th round. Final round of the day.
Yeah, it's also the final round of the group stage, so it's more or less correct.
Can you zoom in on his pack to make sure it's turned on? I don't hear him.
I'll...
That's the one thing that sometimes happens. These packs get turned off.
I hope he is... I can't go any lower.
No, step forward.
Oh, maybe you can...
Általában ezt meg szokta dobni. Bízom benne, hogy most is jó erővel fogja dobni, és fordulni fog a köve, szerintem azzal nem lesz baj.
You know, it'd be funny as if I put the packs on the wrong teams on the
Jó
wrong
az irány!
sheets. I'm pretty sure I did that.
Söbör egy picit! Söbör! Végig söbör! Hagyd! Ho! 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 Nagyon szép!
Nicely there. 3 in a row.
Yeah, we're not getting anything from... I'll have to go check that.
Yeah, we'll check it after this and then.
To clear these out, peels off that first guard.
Ellenfél levette a gárdunkat, egyértelműen a helyzet, Gyuri második köve jön, 2-vel állunk bent, van 2 nagyon rossz cornergárdjuk, teszünk ide egy gárdot középre, centerre. Ez jó lesz nekünk, egy 3-as vagy 2-es lesz a cél.
Yeah, Bor is talking, but he is not talking... I don't think he's talking loud enough to his teammates here. I think he's talking to himself. Or maybe he's sending messages to his family and friends in the audience.
Szűk! Söbör! Szűk! Hát jön, hagyd! Söbör! 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 Söbör!
Oh. Seems to be hawked, this one.
Yeah, this one's a bit light, and yeah, it's curling over. Not quite getting there.
It's the second time we've witnessed a hawkstone in this tournament.
Yes.
Happened to Team Haninen in the previous game. Good for them, that was towards the end of the game, so it didn't really matter that much. It's not like they were getting a lot of damage from that hawkstone.
On the broom here, they want to curl this over, but want this one to curl over, but they want to make sure it holds the right line. It's going to be just off nose, so kind of jam, sticks in there, but their stone is right in front, so they can use that for
Szóval az ellenfél,
something later.
meg a gárd, az ellenfél leszette persze egyik kövünket, de még mindig vagyunk a sat. Én azt gondolom, hogy ide raknánk egy freeze-t az elősőre, vagy rövidebb, akkor bevédjük a miénket, és az jó lesz nekünk, nem, Tamás? Jó, akkor tegyük ide egy jó freeze, 4-es freeze.
Right, freeze.
Okay. Tamás kicsit szélesebbet
Oh,
kért,
I think
de
they've...
így is jó lesz, azt
No, this is
gondolom.
third. That's right. It is Gabor's turn. The only word I understand out of all of that, other than freeze, was Tamás's name. Other than that, it's a blur. He speaks very fast. Not that I understand Hungarian.
4-es freeze a cél. Sok turnt kérnek a seppemberek. 4-es, 80 az idő.
We had a very interesting conversation with Gabor yesterday. about some technology he and a partner are working on for curling. I don't want to go too into it because I don't know how public it is. But trying to get this one around. Oh, just snips it, but that's gonna be a little Swedish curl underneath. A little bit of a guard there.
Yeah, I think this can work.
Underneath, yeah. But some as a tech person myself, somebody who's in the IT industry in my day job, it was some very interesting things that they were talking about. I would love to see this type of tech come to curling, the curling world in general. So hopefully, I'm not spoiling anything, but
I suppose since he was kind of was sharing that information with us, it's semi-public. At least it's something he can speak with, says he can speak about with people.
Oh, unfortunately, over curls that one and takes their own out, but leaves both of the reds in play.
Az ellenfél kiütötte a saját kövét,
It's like
nekünk van
that
meg két
yellow shooter
csatunk,
is
továbbra is
just
tenni a
biting.
gárdot, Tamás, nem? Mit gondolsz? Jó, oké. Akkor tegyük ide elé, az jó lesz. Az a jég, jó, jó, jó. Jó lesz. Tamás támogatta a tervünket, de hát minden rendben. Betesszük a gárdot oda elé a mi kövünknek. 3-as gárd, akkor a 90 jó, és az előző, mint hogyha nem fordult volna teljesen oda, nem rakok rá akkor annyira extrém sok törnt.
Gabor is definitely more talkative than he was this morning in our first session.
Yeah.
Just need a little bit of time to wake up and get things going. Team Hungary was in our first session this morning.
Against Hertman, that was a very, very exciting close game with an extra end.
This one is curling over. Is it going to curl too much?
I think this is fine.
Not bad, not bad. Pretty much where the yellow was before.
So Brom promised us to throw a shot of the match this time.
He promised the last match too.
Yeah.
I may have clicked one. I mean, it's hard for me to tell. I have to always go back and look. That's why I have the clicker and not just trusting my memory. Runs it back, loses two.
Most azonban még mindig van egy
Shooter
gárd,
stays
és
in the
mögötte a
guard,
mi
but
kövünk.
it is their
Úgyhogy
own,
legjobb lesz,
so-
hogyha ide teszünk egy freeze, egy kis koc is jó. Freeze vagy kis koc is jó nekünk. Ezt már Balázs érti is, és ezért körülbelül ide kérem neki, mert fordulnak a kövek. Szerintem ez jó lesz. Ezt az oldalt játszottuk végig. Meg szokta ezt dobni. Jó az elengedés. Várj, figyelj rá, várj, várj! Várj, 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 várj! Csömör, 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 csömör! Ho, 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 ho!
Oh, look at that.
All right. Ooh,
Oh, you'll see
a
it.
little heavy, but that's gonna
Yeah.
be. Oh no, not heavy at all.
No, that
That's,
was nice. Taps
very
it right
nice.
on the pin there.
We're clicking that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think var is weight in something like weight in Hungarian because he was saying that holding him off the sweep, and then go. So var. And now somebody's going to jump in and correct, say no, that's not what he was saying at all.
Sounds. I think
It sounds.
I would
plausible.
believe it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
plausible. That was a word I was looking for.
Gotta run this back. That's gonna look pretty good. Runs two back. Yellow jams on its own and sits biting in the house.
És azonban még
So
mindig a
pretty
miénk
good
a
result
legjobb,
there.
hát
Gets rid of
azt
it.
gondolnám, mit
Opens things
gondoltok
up.
egy jó gárdról? Azt gondolják, hogy jó gárd, akkor tegyük elé a gárdot, tegyük elé a csípős négyet.
Yeah, with a good guard, they could steal here, but it's all depending on how well this guard is being executed.
Nem lehet vele gond egyáltalán. Akkor várj, várj, várj! Várj, 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 várj,
Okay,
Várj.
wait.
várj, 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 várj,
Seems a
várj,
bit
This is
heavy.
gonna heavy,
várj,
and it's gonna
várj,
curl
várj,
over.
várj, várj,
Leaves
várj,
a
várj,
double
várj, várj.
takeout, I guess.
Oh,
Okay,
there's a
sit.
possibility there. Yep.
They have to take him out both because no sitting on either of those stones will not give them shot position. So
No,
they
no.
both need to go. And technically, they could also try and do a better draw, but I think it's more logical to just go for a double takeout. And because they are not perfectly kind of aligned, there is still a chance that Hungary steals here. This
Yeah.
Like, from where from the throw's position, it looks straightforward, but it's there is a catch.
You do have to get the right angle.
Yeah.
And the right weight. Try to hold this one. They need this on the outside of the nose. Try to hold it. Out, unfortunately, catches it too much, and that is going to be one for Team Hungary.
Yeah, that was the thing with this double takeout. If it was nose hitting one of the stones, if it couldn't find a roll, it would be a nose hit and a steal, and that's what happened. So yeah, that guard that was slightly harder eventually was also a very good plan B.
Play it out, yeah. So I'm going to go and check.
Yeah, so he's going to check the microphone on Team Dalle. Right, Tomas leading us off in this second end here. Opening with the center guards.
And I'm back. It was both off and muted, so we definitely needed to go out and have a look at it.
Len!
There we go.
Mag curlen! Curl!
Nicely
Ik was
curling
eruit.
behind the
Niet-
guard.
niet
Now
over
it's
de
the
tee.
question where this one
Kijken.
will stop.
Oké,
Oh,
perfect.
great
Mooi.
stone.
Excellent stone.
I'm going to peek out a little bit on the side, but I still like that.
Elazódva egy picit kilátszik,
I mean,
ezért
you're
ha ide
talking
fízelünk rá erre az
quarter
oldalra,
of a
azt akarod,
stone
ha
at
Tamás
max.
ezt mutogatja, ő is ezt szeretné dobni. Nem állhatok ellen neki, hogy ezt
Kevin
dobjuk.
can be very happy with this one.
Ezzel a jéggel, ezt oda is
Now,
fordul
this is a
szépen.
strategy we see often with
Meglátjuk, hogy hogyan
Team
sikerül
Dalle
a
when they play in the Belgian
kivitelezéssel.
league. They don't often go for corner guards. They try to play behind that center guard if the other team sets it. So
Az irány jónak tűnik.
pretty, for us,
Erős, akkor hagyjuk,
pretty
hagyjuk.
standard
Várj, várj, várj.
strategy. Or excuse me, for them. Pretty standard for us to see.
Várj! Várj! Most söpörd! 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 Balázs, te is söpörd! Söpörd! Végig!
Oh, look at that. That's a good one. Gets in behind a little bit exposed, but they've got that risk of running their own one out. So
Of 2-7.
really good
Doe maar
stone
hek.
there from Tomas.
Doe maar hek. Ja, Len! Len! Hard, Len! Hard, Len! Oh,
This
zit
one's
erop.
tight. This one's tight. This is going to hit that
Wat
center
nou
guard.
vertellen? Oh, fuck.
Oh,
there's a
swear
swear
jar.
Yeah, this takes out the center guard, so it needs to be replaced, and they lose a shooter here.
Az ellenfél leakadt a gárdunkba és levette a centerline-ról, ez pedig ugye egy szabály a curlingben most újra, hogy nem lehet leszedni a centerline követ. No tick rule, ezért tehetünk még egyszer ugyanide egyet, és azt gondolom, hogy ez Gyurinak is tetszik.
I
For
really
some
think he's talking to the Stones.
Egy freeze oda
I think he's
középre,
talking to
ugyanúgy
yeah,
körülünk a-
an audience out there. Maybe there are people in Hungary that are watching. I think he's commenting in Hungarian because he was explaining the no tick rule there, and I can't really imagine he was explaining that rule to himself or to the Stones. So
That could be, could be.
I heard him say no tick rule.
Vár, 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 vár.
One is outside, even a little bit heavy.
Vár,
Want this one to try to die.
vár, 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 semmi. Okay.
Catches that yellow, but ooh, now it's set up for a double for Team Dalle.
I think that's also what Brecht was indicating. Let's try and take it out here.
2-5.
However, the risk is they could leave this in a position where they could, then Team Hungary would have that double.
Well, I think if they hit it on the inside, it's a double takeout where they roll onto the center line.
Yep. Oh, oh. Yep, Len. Oh, oh.
This is still
Oh,
wide,
oh.
needs to curl.
There it
And this
is,
works.
and gets
Who's
rid
there?
of them both, and actually kind of
Sajnos leduplázták a
put some
középet,
separation in
ami
there,
azt
so
jelenti,
it's a little
hogy
bit
most
harder
kettővel
for
állnak
a-
benne, és ők fejeznek be, ezért most ütni fogunk mindenképpen. Ezt az open követ fogjuk ütni és rollolni ide középre. Ez egy
Good stone from the Desperate Housekeepers.
Adok egy ilyen
That's
szélesebb
their
jeget Gyurinak.
local name here in Belgium.
Ilyenkor az van, hogy vagy kiteszi, vagy behúz.
They were second in the autumn round of the Belgian Curling League, and last year they also finished second in the Belgian Curling League, so they are kind of considered number 2 team here in Belgium.
They definitely have ambitions for being first.
Yeah.
Next weekend is the challenge to see who will represent Belgium at the European Championships in November. This one gets rid of the yellow but hits on the outside, so leaving Dalle in a really good position there. Oops.
Gewoon 3, hè? 3. Even vasthouden. Kevin. Oh, enkelengte. Enkelengte. Bram eerst. Bram eerst. Ja, ziet er echt uit.
Yeah, this one is a
That's
bit
a door.
heavy, a little bit tight. This one's going to be swept out of the back of the house and through.
Miután eldobták ezt a követ, és még mindig rossz helyen állunk, két verziónk van, vagy felütjük azt a gárdot, vagy
Yeah,
pedig
in the
erre
case
elfrizelünk. Én az
Team
utóbbit
Hungary would
választanám,
win
mert
and they get to do
akkor
the winners interview. That's
kiszorítjuk őket,
definitely a
hogy ne
question
tudjon
we
még
should
egy
ask. Like, what
gólt
was
dobni,
all
de
talking?
leszorítjuk a
Were you kind
helyeket.
of announcing in Hungarian
Jó,
to an
oké,
audience out
akkor
there?
tegyük
Did
oda
you?
a friszt. Ez a lényeg,
Yeah,
jó,
yeah, for sure.
Because now I'm curious to know.
Oké.
Maybe he's just telling himself what's going on in the game. You know, we don't know. Love to find out.
Freeze-t akarunk tenni oda a sárgára, kicsit corner freeze-t. 80, jó. A jég elég nagy.
He could be just making fun of us the whole time. We
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know. But he seemed like a very nice guy, so I don't
Yeah.
think he would do that.
Csúszás, jó? Erő, jó? Szerintem jó az erő.
Curl this one over. I think they can try to get this around that yellow. Is that going to have the juice? I think it is. Not.
that's
Okay,
oda-
see, I had to wait. I had to pause to make sure it was finished. I was
Yeah.
not wrong. I said not.
I think this is something they wanted because I think I heard him say corner free at some point.
Yeah, that is
Licht
not a bad
forward.
stone. It gives them a little bit of something to work with. So
Backweight takeout here.
they want nose or inside nose on this.
Ja, Kevin! Ja! Oh! Oh!
You know, and this is the thing that we've seen
Oh,
from
Thomas.
Team Dalle earlier. They're just a little bit
Go.
off on their takeouts.
Go!
This one seems
Uit!
wide. It's
Go!
going to catch the red, but
Go! Uit,
that
uit,
means
uit,
it's
uit,
going
uit,
to
uit.
move the yellow at that angle. Breck trying to sweep this one as deep as possible.
Oké.
Does get it, so now
Kiütne a kövünket, így most még mindig kettős
Team
shot, ha
Dalle
egyet
lying
kiütünk és
two.
beülünk a gárd mögé, ez tökéletes választás szerintem is. Ez az oldalon ugyan nem dobtunk követ, take-outot se. Én dobnék egy nullát, és azt feltételezném, hogy jobban fog fordulni még.
it was a
Szélesen nem maradhatunk,
series of
de
ones on
átfordulni
both
elfordulhatunk.
sheets, but I'm not sure which team is which.
I think on sheet A we have Hertman playing red, Raju playing yellow, and
Oh,
on
yeah.
sheet
The
C
sheet
it's
and
Verreken
roll.
playing red and Henneken playing yellow.
Okay, so Raju scored one in the first. They had the hammer.
Széles nem
And
lehet, mert akkor...
Team
akkor
Verreken
akkor
scored one in
becsemelünk
the
a
first. They
felszínünkön.
also had hammer.
A 3-0 szerintem odafordul.
Both matches in the
Bár
second
most, mint
end.
hogy a szélesebbre tette volna le
1-0,
esetleg, nem?
1-0. With all got the 1-0
mindegy,
here on
3-0.
sheet B.
So virtually the semi we are casting tomorrow will be Team
Simon!
Verreken
Simon! Simon!
against
Simon!
Team
Simon!
Hertman.
Hertman.
Simon!
Interesting game.
Simon!
Things
Come
can
on.
change over time, of course.
Simon!
Trying to hold this
Come
one. This
on.
one gets around. Going to curl over. Gets rid of the yellow, but the shooter goes out into second position. And sitting behind that yellow. So now Team Dalle with a little bit of backing on that their shot stone. I don't think they're going to worry too much about it. Going to try to draw this one behind that guard.
Drie, oké.
Want to get this one into first or second shot position. But they really want this one
Lijn
behind
is
that
oké.
guard.
Wissel!
Line is
Wissel!
okay, looking to switch.
Thomas
Now leave it to
eerst.
curl.
Je hebt veel plek. Als je kunt, even wachten. Ziet er hard genoeg uit. Oh, oh.
Definitely hard
komt
enough.
hem?
A little bit wide.
Oh, ja, doe dat hier. Anders vriezen. Ja, 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 ja. Ja.
A little bit late to ask for the
Ah.
freeze there.
Ellenfél az
But
bedobta ugyanehhez
he
a
wasn't
kettős
getting much
shottal van.
communication from the
Viszont a
sweepers as to
tém
where it
mögött
was
az
going to
egyik
end
követ.
up or where they thought. So
Én azt gondolnám, hogy egy freeze tegyük ide, vagy üssük ki, melyik legyen? Üssük ki, vagy freeze? Üssük ki.
all right, this one ended up being behind the tee line,
Okay.
so they're going to try to freeze on it.
20! 20! 20-szal megpróbáljuk kiütni. Ez a jég biztosan elég lesz.
Looking where he's putting the broom, I don't think this is a freeze. This might be a little bit of a hack weight. Initially looking for the curl,
Kom,
but
Samuel!
Catching the guard here.
this is going to catch the guard. This broke too soon. Probably should have gone to hold the line. Leaves things open for Team Dalle.
Ja, is goed.
Playing
Gewoon
to
daar de
split the
shot leggen.
house.
Zo traag? Ah, ja. Ligt het zo snel? Ah ja. Nee, ik vind dat wel goed. Misschien nog
Discussion
meer?
about the speed.
Ja,
Now discussing where to put the broom.
dus 3,25 is oké.
They have options to score 2 or more points in this end here. Sitting 2 currently. No guards for Hungary to find some protection there.
Yeah, this one's important that it sits in the third position.
Sit.
Might be a little heavy though. Yeah, once it's in the house, it keeps carrying. This one's gonna get swept through.
Sorry gasten, hoeveel was dat? Ja.
Csinálni az ellenfél megint eldobta a kövét.
Definitely heavy. That's not a.
Marad, hogy vagy
That's
ezt kiütjük,
kind of one of
vagy
those
dupla.
misses that could
Dupla
really
vagy
hurt
csak
them.
szimpla!
Yeah, they don't feel like difficult stones to throw. It feels like, okay, just put something there over on the edge in the house.
Szimplát választott a Balázs, akkor nullával próbáljuk kiütni, nem jammel.
Weight is very important, and you see it once it gets to the house, it just keeps on carrying.
Yeah.
Sőt, róla
Now,
van balra is.
with the nose hit takeouts, they can force
Sömör! Nagyon kell!
Dalle to play takeouts.
Nagyon! Sömör végig!
Trying to hold this one. Is this going to overcurl? It is. Oh.
Oh.
So now
Expensive loss, and this means this is
Kun je dat niet
basically
zo vragen? Dan heb ik
a
wel backing op mijn
draw
eigen.
for 3 here. That's all they need to do.
Ja.
Yep.
Draw for 3.
Dan heb ik backing, hè.
just needs to be
Ja.
biting the 8-foot, biting that white circle, and this will be that'll be enough.
Ik zet jullie in het werk.
So you see Brom just kind of reminding Brecht, just keep it under control.
Stay calm, stay focused. It's important, but they are already sitting 2 here. But you don't want to kind of leave those things short. They feel like 3 bonus points.
Kijken, hè.
Kevin
Voelt
pointing
niet
it
echt voor mij.
up a little bit. Thinks this one looks a little bit heavy. It's probably going to hit that yellow. Now
But
they do
rolling
have the
three-
backing back there, so as long as it rolls back, this one looks good. Just need to make sure it gets to the white. They are sweeping. This one's going to be just
Hij
fine.
is goed geweest, gasten. 3.
And so
3 on
there is 3
Goeie end.
for Team Dalle.
Yeah, they
So
can be happy with the 3-pointer here.
they played well. They caught a little bit of a break from Hungary missing that last takeout, but they took advantage of it. That's one thing you'd want to make sure of as a team. If they give you an opportunity, you take advantage of it. So they got a chance to score 3 instead of just drawing for 2. So take that extra point.
So aiming for a center guard here.
Ja, Len. Yep, Len. Yep, Len.
Sweeping for line. They're going to want this
Oh.
one to stop on that center line.
We gaan
There's that
overcurlen.
tick rule into
Nick.
play.
Niks doen.
Brecht saying it might carry over too much. And looks like hashtag Brecht is right.
Geef van mee.
Well, it's not on the center line, but other than that, I think this is a very decent stone in the middle there.
Egy 6-os fogunk betenni, vagy 5-ös, azt Tamás szuperül tudja. Legjobb leadek, így simán oda teszed. Irány jó! A söpröt csere! Nem söpörném, mert nagyon jól jön.
Team Hungary deciding to come in behind that guard as well. Similar strategy that we see from Team Dalle.
Nagyon szép, Tom.
This one's going to get behind the guard, but it's also going to end up behind the T line. So opportunity here for Team Dalle to get into a strong position with a freeze up against that red. And put Hungary
Whoa.
on the back foot
Get plek.
with their hammers,
Hey,
with their
get plek.
hammer end.
Thomas eerst. Len. Len. Yep. Yep. Yep, Len.
Sweeping this one for line because
Yep,
as soon as
man.
it starts to go, it goes hard. There you see
Kom
it.
maar, gasten. Diep
That
mogelijk.
is,
Yep, yep,
going
yep,
to
yep.
go.
Looking for that backing, get in a
Oh,
shot
it's gonna
position.
Actually, a little bit light and over curl.
Tehát mi fejezünk be.
but
Az nem volt túl jó
peeking out over
tőlük.
behind that on that
Szerintem
side of
ide
the
tudunk
guard
tenni még egyet.
leaves them set up for something to be
Hetes,
able to
hatos B a rövidebb is jó
tap
nekünk.
it back if they need to.
Nézzük, Tom kétszer is meg tudja dobni ugyanazt. Tapasztalatom szerint igen. Várj.
Guessing they don't need to sweep this one.
No, a little bit outside. That
Semmi.
is not going to curl enough. It's a
Semmi.
little bit heavy as well.
Semmi. Figyelj, és nem.
That is
Okay,
indeed
so-
going to carry deep behind the T line. And gives
Gewoon vriezen.
Dalle
Hey.
backing, gives him a chance to freeze, get into a strong position.
Ja, Len. Ja, Len.
Correct, I think indicating it might be a little bit light, so they're trying to sweep this one for line, make sure it gets down there.
Yep,
because
yep,
if
yep, girl.
Once it starts to go, it goes. There it is. There's the turn.
Waar? Len dan, Len.
Want to
Ja,
bring
Len,
this
Len,
one
Len,
down.
Len, Len, Len.
This one
Yep,
also
yep,
going
doe
to
maar,
be
doe
a
maar, doe
little
maar,
bit
doe maar.
light.
Okay.
Don't prove me wrong, and they proved me right.
Még mindig mi vagyunk a shot, de
Just a little
itt
bit
már
light,
azért
but still in a
meleg
good
napja.
position to use.
Yeah, they can
Valahogyan
definitely
el
use this
kell
one.
ütni egy követ. Én azt
Can
gondolom,
always beat that
hogy erre
deeper.
az oldalról.
Just needs to
Ezt
a
megütjük,
little
és ez
nudge.
elmegy erre. Ez tűnik egy jó megoldásnak. Egy ház vége kővel. Tesszük.
As we see from Gabor, it's opportunity here. There is a double setup here. The right weight, right line. They can get both of these yellows out
Oldalról kell
without
eltalálni.
disturbing the two reds already in the house.
Sömör! Nagyon jó lesz, Sömör, végig.
It's going to curl a little bit too much, gets around the
Finish it.
guard, but it's
Sip.
going to tap that yellow out of the way.
If there was a fly on the edge of that guard, that fly is a very dead fly right now.
It's very close. As Rick Edwards, one of our fans from Canada, says he papered it. Meaning a piece of paper could fit
Hier is
between
niet erg.
those two stones.
Gewoon de vier. Yep, Len. Ja, Len. Kevin. Len.
Asking Kevin to hold that line
Yep, uit. Oh,
easily around the guards. Want to make sure around
keer.
this top.
Ja, doe
three.
maar. Rolt weg. Yep.
A little bit heavy. It's going to tap that red one away.
Ja, is hard. Hoe gekomen?
I think it's still deep enough that
Super,
even
jó,
if
itt még
even
jó,
if Hungary
oké,
tries to
Erre a sárgára ráfízelünk, ide
curl
fízelünk
around
egyet.
onto it, it's not going to be second shot.
Oda fízelünk egyet a sárgára.
Or maybe it is. Maybe it will actually be second shot if it noses or even slightly rolls in.
Tessék! Freeze!
I think it needs to roll in. I'm
Hetes,
looking for a
hetes.
freeze though.
Jó az irány! Sömör akkor! Sömör! Hetes kell! Sömör, jó az irány!
Sweepers are
Hetes
working
kell!
this one
Sömör!
hard. Want to get this one down. They need the freeze
Nagyon
on
kell!
this.
Irány miatt is kell! Irány miatt nagyon kell! Végig kell az irány miatt!
we know it's
Végig,
really
végig,
good,
végig,
honestly.
végig,
This look like
végig,
it's
végig,
Get through there and oh wow. I believe that's second shot. We're clicking that. But it is behind the T line, so they've just proved there is room there to draw in. Honestly, I think even Team Dalle, they could afford to tap that red one out of the way, that red guard sitting up there in the 8-foot area.
Oh, je hebt ruimte. Wachten, als je kunt, wachten. Snelheid. Ja, Len.
This will fall
Yep,
hard. I think they need to sweep for a line here.
Yep, there it goes.
Len.
Yep, that's going to be on that red.
Oh, geel weg, geel weg.
It will open up.
Oh,
That's
oké.
going to... But that also means that,
Ja,
you know,
Is dat
Hungary
ik
has a
met
pocket
doen?
there
Yeah.
too.
Kijk,
It's
dit
not
is
just,
doelplaats ver,
hey,
dat
we'll
met
make this for
inderdaad.
ourselves for the
Hogyha
next
ezt
round. I
leütjük,
mean,
akkor ez
Hungary
szépen
has a
elmegy
crack
erre.
at it first.
Ezt szerintem is Tamás, hogy kell lentködni. Az csak az a kérdés, hogy hogy fogom eltalálni itt a követ, itt kell eltalálni. Szerintem, ha szélesebb vagyok, az nem jó, ha szűkebb vagyok, az
There's
még
also a
oké
little bit of
belefér.
a double
Én
there
ide, egy
too.
fordulópálya most
Yeah.
szerintem, ide dobnék egy
We
2-8-at
might be
ide.
discussing that.
Én nem, biztos nem adnék nagyobbat.
Or at
Megküldöm
least hit and
2-8-al,
roll.
az jó lesz.
Try to get in
És
there on
eléggé
that
bent
pocket.
kell eltalálni.
So while they're going on over there, Team Hertman scored 2 in the second, so they lead Team Raju 2-1 in the third.
Át kell
Over on
fordulni a
sheet
kövön,
C,
2-8.
Team Hananen scored 2 in the second, so they
fordul a
lead Team
pálya, de a
Vareka
2-8 nem
2-1.
fordul
They're
szerintem.
also in the third.
Nem fordul át? Átfordul.
A bit more thinking time going on in this match. Both teams really wanting to win this.
Well, that kind of helps us updating the other scores.
Yep. There's the hit. Gets both yellows out of there. What a fantastic stone. We are clicking that. Look at that.
ja, gewoon een vlammen.
Hungary now
Of,
lays
maar ja, dan liggen
3.
we niet shot. Het zou gewoon... Ja, ja, die twee weg.
And
Blijven
not
liggen, ja.
really a clear way for them
Peel.
to get rid of all 3 stones in one go. So
Wil
they're
jij
going to have to
peelen?
try to clear out as much as they can.
I think we're gonna see one of those kind of peel takeouts from Bram, and that was something he's very good at. I think that was also one of his strengths playing with Team Verreken on that. He was second back then.
Yeah, he was second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt's very, very good stone there from Gabor from Team Hungary. Definitely been clicked looking at that one for a shot of the match candidate.
Yep. Oh,
Is this going to be Bram's shot of the match?
Girl! Girl!
Trying to curl this over. Gets rid of 2. There it is. Clicking that as well.
Mooi.
Big stone there. Sitting in second and third right now for
Hármunkat erős,
For,
csak annyi, hogy a dupla sem számít.
Team
Igen,
Dalle.
a dupla számít, mert az csak akkor ér pontot, hogyha ez is kimegy. De nem, most nem a dupla fontos, hanem csak, hogy berolloljunk.
now the way they're set up.
Jó,
There is a double
ez volt az
possibility.
erős. Ugye?
How is that going to set up
Ez volt az erős.
the stone for
Az
Team
volt az
Dalle if
erős.
they do hit
Nem
this?
annyira erős. 2-9.
Yeah, I mean, if they double this
Jó.
out, they still have 3 stones in the house. They have hammer, so I mean, still looking a bit scary here for housekeepers, especially if they manage to do this double takeout here.
Normálték ott hit and roll, gárdok mögé, középre.
Looking for a hit and roll here.
2-9 az jó lehet, a 2
Interesting end. I mean, I can't really remember what the
2-9
house
az jó.
looked like 5 stones ago.
To hold this one, is that going to curl too much? No, catches on one. That also catches their own guard, own stone out of the way.
Een
So
hek? Of vriezen, ja, ik denk dat dat beter is. Yep.
yeah,
Vliegt,
gonna go for a
ja,
freeze on this red. It is behind the T line,
Ja, ja.
just behind the T line, but
Voilà.
a millimeter might as well be a mile in this case.
Ah wel, maar snelheid 320. Ja.
For those of you who don't
Zou
know what a
voor mij
mile is,
genoeg
it's
ijs geven.
5,280 feet.
Ja.
Yeah, with all of these kind of weird ways of.
And a
vriezen.
foot
Ja,
is
ik doe
12
mee.
inches, which is 30.54 centimeters. So I'll let you do the math on that times 5,280.
Sometimes it even gets weirder because also for the weight, I think it's in the UK or the United States they use stone as a measurement.
The UK, that is weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could say, well, the weight of a stone is about X stones.
Yeah, it's 14 pounds for a stone per, not the curling stone, but with just the unit of measurement stone. So
Thomas eerst.
I believe it's 14 pounds.
Kijken, hè? Kijken.
Make sure they look. They want to get this one to curl over. A little bit heavy. Want this one to curl and slow down. Nope. Going to catch the red. Be a little bit deep.
Nos, hát ez nem jött nekik össze, egyen még mindig vagyunk, de még mindig oda tudja tenni a freeze-t. Igazából a legjobb az
Just a little bit
ide
heavy.
tennénk egyet. Egy hatos, hatos, hatos! Hatos tegyük
Lush
oda,
needs to. They want to put this one in above the tee line.
és nem tud rá freezelni.
Kind of protect that draw. They're sitting 1 at the moment. Want to try to set up 2, so they need to make sure there's no way that
Szép.
Team
Hanyas!
Dalle can get in there and
Hatos kell!
take something
Hatos
away.
kell! Jöhet végig! Kell neki végig! Végig kell hozni! Csöpör
Wants it
végig!
deep. Wants it deep.
Jöhet végig!
Make
Még,
sure it
még,
gets
még,
in
még,
there.
még!
They could freeze for themselves would be good as well.
Sip.
Oh, just catches. But hey, right above the button, it's going to make this difficult.
Sending a shot and second shot here so far. One more stone for the housekeepers, but they can try and do.
Peel. Of, ja.
They can do a double, but they have to go over the top of that
Yeah.
backstone. If they hit it straight back, it's going to jam on the yellows.
Yeah, I think basically they have to
Una
hit it on
peel.
from this angle on the
zoveel
right
mogelijk
side, like where the
eigenlijk.
yellow stones are. That will make sure to avoid the jam and
Hoe
get
meer
both
rechts,
stones
hoe
out.
makkelijker dat die eerste rode eruit gaat gaan.
Yeah, this is where I need my telestrator so I can draw all over the screens. It's a whole lot
Oh, die
easier than
rechterste gaat
saying it
er
needs to
zeker
go
uit,
over this one and
Peel.
under that one and this and that. We just draw and everyone sees it. Wanting this one to have a little bit of weight on it to kind of hold the line.
Ja! Oh!
This one's curling. This one's curling, but it's going to be.
Oh, did it work? No, Red is still sitting shot here, but that was a very good attempt, I think.
Yeah, the shooter came over the top. It
Yeah.
moved the one in the back, but it just didn't.
To be honest, I believed in the stone all the way until I
Until
all the way until the hit.
Yes.
It was just not rolling deep enough, but that was an incredible attempt here.
Now, Hungary has a chance to move both of these yellows, and that will be and sit the shooter, and that will be 3 for them. Nose hit's going to be enough, slightly inside, but he needs to make sure it catches solid enough. There it
It's a
is.
very nice zone. Hashtag shot of the match, maybe?
Yep, clicked it. We're going to definitely look at that one afterwards, but after giving up 3 to Team Dalle in the second, Hungary comes back and scores 3 in the third to take a 4-3 lead. Pretty exciting match so far, going back and forth. Like we said, these teams are pretty evenly.
Yeah, and it was a nice end to watch, to be honest.
Yep. I'm trying to see how the other ends are at this moment. Sheet A is still finishing up the third end. Sheet C, has finished up. Team Vareka scored 1 of the third, so Team Vareka and Team Hananen are all tied up at 2-2 as they head into the fourth. Here we're starting our fourth end. Tomáš is going to start things off for Hungary as they lead 4-3 over Team Dalle.
De jó, igazából kérdezem vissza persze, inkább többször kérdezem, mint egyszer sem. Ez a kommunikáció nagyon fontos a curlingben. Jó az irány! Csak a vonalra! Oh!
Going for a center guard
Nagyon
here.
csúszik.
Looks like it might be a little bit not deep. Yep, deep. Gonna
És még vonal is.
just
Szép!
not come up short of the house. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It stays on the center line and it is short of the house.
is
so
just
it's a pretty good guard.
A guard on the center line. That's
I was trying to hedge my bets as it was going. Is it going to be deep? Is it not? Maybe if I don't finish speaking, it won't count as me
That
being
is
wrong.
good.
I still got it wrong.
Bram eerst. Mag curlen. Curl. Lijn is oké. Lijn is oké. Make it
Going
curl.
for a
Yep.
corner guard here.
yeah.
Oh,
Remember
oh,
what we
it's
said
okay, it's okay.
earlier? Team Desperate Housekeepers / Team Dalle not throwing corner guards with this type of setup. Well,
They
in
don't.
this case,
They don't often, but maybe hey, they're looking at like, well, it's
Ilyenkor
not necessarily working for us, so
kér, és Tamás kijebbre
Let's get it
kéri
going.
őket. Én nem bánom, ha ő úgy gondolja, hogy onnan megy neki oda, legyen az. Természetesen, amit a játékos szeretne mindig arra fókuszálni, hogy azt mutassuk, amit ő szeretne dobni, az fogja jól megdobni. Irány jó! Várj akkor! Ha söpröt csere, mert nagyon távol vagyunk. Most jöhet végig! Balázs, te is, nyomjad végig! Hozzuk hátra mögé, hozzuk hátra a gárd mögé.
is it me or does it sound like Gabor's voice
Sip.
is starting to strain a little bit? Like
Yeah.
maybe the narration has made his voice a little tired.
Zo, even. Ja. Drop.
Going for the draw around the corner, behind the corner guard.
Oh. Veel plek. Bram eerst. Bram eerst. Oh, ja.
Arthur
Curl.
curl.
Curl. Curl.
Curl this even
Oh, gaat over
more.
curlen.
Oh,
my.
Gets by the guard.
Mooi.
It's gonna peek around the other
Look
side.
at how it's curling. It's even
gezet van Antwerpen.
Yeah. That
És
was
bele a gárdon mögé, picit kilóg ugyan meg a tér mögött van, de
moved
nem baj.
2 stones
Felfedezésben
from
bele
kind
a
of
kormánygárd
pass
mögé, ez
until it
így
stopped,
viszont,
so
kiüthető,
still
de
moves a
nem
lot.
ütjük ki. Továbbra is teszünk egy hatost ide középre, ez lesz.
Yeah, and it was so close to the guard. Breck was saying it was a half a newspaper sheet kind of thing.
Ide előrébb
I was a
teszem,
little
stb.
surprised they kept
Ide
sweep
elé-
that he had them sweep it
vonal
for
felé.
curl. It looked like that was always going to be enough curl. Maybe they wanted line to kind of hold it straighter, but either way, I think it's wide enough that Tim Hungary is not going to go for it.
Jó, hely
Indeed,
van,
looks
hely
like they're
van!
trying to curl in behind their
Hely
own
van!
guard.
Yeah, I mean the textbook opening of a game where you don't have
Simon!
farmers
Jó, hely
center
van!
guard,
Ó, ó,
something on the
ó,
pin.
Ó,
with
nem,
a double
semmi,
center guard,
semmi.
like a
Bejön
rook
szépen
or two in
mögé.
the house.
Semmi, maradjon elő.
That's
Gyönyörű.
going to get
Jó.
there nicely. Good stone there.
Ja, Piel. Ja, nee,
nou-
zwaar. 2-5. Nee,
Part 2
klein rolletje. Nee,
of the
ja.
textbook schedule is
4 of 4.
trying to open up the middle.
Ja,
Yep. Gotta
2-5.
move things. Little discussion about what kind of weight they were going to throw. Initially asked for a peel, which is a quite heavy weight. Opting for something a little bit
Yep,
lighter.
Yep.
It seems tight for
Yep.
that weight, though.
Might over curl.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
already touching center line.
Oh. Ja, blijven gaan.
Gonna try to catch something here. Does get it.
Yep,
Oh, runs it back
Goed plan, mee.
and
Excellent
gets
stuff,
rid of
yeah.
both of those.
Nos, egy felütésre
Gets rid
egyet
of both of
ugyan
those reds in the
kiütöttek.
house. Does leave a red in the house,
De
but
még
now their
ugyanaz a
guard is in
helyzet,
front of it.
ugyanúgy maradhatunk
Something
itt
they
vele.
can
Very good
use.
stone.
A B a rövidebb!
For a minute I feared it was over curling, but definitely not.
Hatos,
I think that
ötös
was
fríz, B a rövidebb! Azt kérem,
pretty
mutatom,
nice stone.
Ugyanoda mutatom a seprűt. Az előző kő is. nagyon-nagyon jó volt, úgyhogy ez is jó lesz. Irány jó, irány jó! A söbört! Söbört, ha rövid! Jöhet végig, jó az irány!
It feels like it might.
Jöhet, söbör, söbör,
overcurl.
söbör, 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 söbör! Söbör, 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 álljon mellette,
Nope,
söbör,
that is
söbör,
gonna
söbör,
get
söbör!
behind that
És ho,
yellow.
ho, ho!
Oh.
Nagyon szép söprés.
Now it does. Yeah, I would say it does
Oh, no,
overcurl a bit, but run back and take them both out.
2-5.
Nice stones here from both teams. I think
Oh, die
in this
vallen.
tournament you're not winning games by throwing a good stone here and there once in a while. You have to make sure you're back to back very decent, and then
Yeah.
on crucial moments
Ja,
actually perform.
oh,
Yeah, you need to be consistent.
go!
So it seems
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
wide,
yeah,
needs to
yeah.
curl. Oh, now he's calling for line.
Oké.
Oopsie.
Gets both of those reds moving.
Yeah.
Nog. Oké.
Gets it. Wow. Okay, we're clicking that. That was a good one. A little bit over curled, I think, but or a little bit outside.
Yeah,
Does get the job.
Let's face it, I mean, credit here for Thomas for really turning this end around for Team Dalle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the job. Like when I said part 2 of the game, clearing things out in the middle. Well, let's have a peek at the house. And this is how you clear the danger. And now we get into the third stage of this play.
Yeah. So it's, but it is telling to see that Thomas wasn't quite happy with either of those stones. The first one he kind of indicated it was a little bit this way. The other one he just didn't feel. He got the result. You know, sometimes it's you shouldn't look too deeply. It's how well executed it was, or how technically perfect it was. It's like, did you get the job done? And sometimes that's the important part, because you don't want to dwell on the negative. You want to take the positives out of these things.
Yeah, I think that's also kind of kudos to communication there, because he might have said during there was a bit like this, inside, outside, and then if you get that communication straight off the broom, you can adjust and you can work with the sweepers.
Yep.
Szélesebb! Nem lesz 40-50, csak egy draw oda. Legfeljebb a gárdot lenyitjuk. Ez egy ilyen sok törnös 60.
Very likely going to try a corner freeze on that yellow that's sitting in the house right now in the shop position. Oh, it holds it, but now it's going to be a little bit deep. It's going to take that one out. Oh, it doesn't quite take it out. Now taps out and it's sitting open. No, didn't get rid of the yellow there. Oh, this is one for Brown. Want to hit this one?
Ja, Kevin! Kevin,
To the
ja!
outside, get behind the guard.
Ja! Uit! Uit!
It might be a bit
Come on!
inside, so maybe they're going to
Come on!
roll out to the other
Come on!
side.
Blijf dan, blijf dan!
Gotta hold it.
Could be a double.
Gets it.
Ah.
And
Tap.
goes jab on the back.
This is a very nice double, and the shooter stays. Brom, is this your shot of the match
cool.
candidate here?
We have clicked. We have clicked. You know, maybe not the intended throw, but man, that certainly works in their favor.
Az is mehet. Tehát inkább legyen erősebb, mert hogyha itt eltalálom, akkor...
And he's like, huh, what happened? Did I throw a shot of the match? What time was that? I might have
But you can see he's always looking at like, well, this wasn't the best. Okay, I did something a little wrong. They want to know. It's like you can, but they should take it. You know, sometimes you just have to go. It's better to be lucky than good, and sometimes you need that. But I don't want to say that was lucky. That was definitely a well played shot.
Things are looking good for Team Dalle here, with 2 stones in the house, an empty house, 2 more stones for Hungary man here.
Is this one inside? I think it might be. That's going to catch that guard. Is that going to roll on the back? It does.
Interesting double takeout. Very interesting double.
There's a
Now,
double
and that was
there.
definitely not the plan, but they get the results.
Does
Yeah, no
seem like
problem.
it's something,
It
yeah.
was the same with us.
Correct, being honest here, like, yep, deja vu. So,
Yeah,
2
looking
times accidental shot of the match.
Yeah.
That is okay.
You want to draw this one
Get the
behind
hunter.
that guard.
Thomas eerst. Thomas eerst. Wat? Oké, oh, ziet er oké. Oh,
Line is okay. Need this one to curl over.
oh, is er al over, hè? Ja, doe
Yeah,
maar.
it's
Trek hem
also a bit
rechter.
heavy. It's important it's behind the guard, I
Trek hem
guess.
rechter.
Then again,
Trek hem rechter. Oké, mooi.
do you want to leave a stone to corner freeze against?
Yeah, I mean, this is something they can draw up against, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Freeze gondolok a Balázsnak. Szerintem most ide kell dobnia ezt a követ. T mögött van, T előtt, tegyünk elé egy freeze-t. Ezzel levédjük, és nem tud írni csak egyet.
This is going to be an important corner freeze here. If it's short, exposed, if it's sitting there in the open, it's going to be a takeout for Team Dalle to add points to their end here. If they succeed,
Hanyas!
they're really putting pressure.
Hanyas! Várj! Hanyas!
We
A
can set up
söpröt
for a steal.
csere! Csere a söpröt! Sömör! 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 Sömör!
There goes for the
Végi, végi,
sweep.
végi, 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 végi,
Signs are pretty good. Is it going to have the weight?
Amíg jön, amíg jön, amíg jön, amíg jön, amíg jön!
And it is just light.
Gewoon weg. Ik zou wel genoeg ijs durven geven. Maar...
So looking for probably hack weight on this. Get rid of the yellow. Maybe if it catches it solid enough, it will shooter will stay in the house.
Nee, wij liggen wel een shot.
It's funny because, well, with the way the ice curls this weekend with tournaments, we could just say, okay, we can take it out with a hack weight. Whereas like a week ago with the straight ice here in Belgium, that was like, okay,
That was as good as buried, yeah. So all credit to Jamie, the ice tech who's in here for the tournament to get this ice in shape. He has done a fantastic job.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Adding a
Whoa!
significant amount of curl
let's
to
get
the
over
heats.
over curl here.
Whoa, girl!
Oh, and it's must
Go!
curl. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong line.
Oh, it gets their own. Oh, wow.
This is as lucky as they got with Brimstones. This is where Curling Karma comes back and slams the boomerang in their pretty young faces. And suddenly, Team Hungary is set up for a steal. Yeah, if they split the house.
Set up for a steal. At very worst, a force to 1. This one has to be in the right spot, though. A little bit light, a little bit heavy. and that sounded very rough on his voice.
Yeah.
Trying to get this down there. Is that going to be enough?
Looks like it's a draw for 1 here.
Így nem. Jó, szép volt Balázs.
Oh, very good stone
Jobb,
there.
igen.
So, yeah.
Gewoon leggen, denk ik, hè? Ja. Ja.
Opting for they're looking at that cross house double, but opting
leggen,
for
ja.
instead
Dubbel zit er niet
to
in.
opting instead to draw. Just needing to get
20-25 in
bite.
is oké.
A little nibble of the forefoot is enough. Keepers need
make
to
sure.
make sure on this. Yep, make sure.
Yep.
It's all about the weight. Has enough
Ja, gasten,
room.
ja.
Back of the
Oh,
red is just as good as the front.
Oké. Hoeveel was dat?
Yep.
An excellent performance here, an important draw. You don't want to leave those things short.
So we are all tied up in this match here through 4. Both teams not wanting to relinquish anything in this match.
Yeah, what's the current state on the other sheets right now?
They are still playing in the third. I think they might be down to Hammer Stone over on sheet A with this will be a draw for 4 for Team Hertman over on sheet A. Over on sheet C, they have finished the 4th end, but they have not put the score up.
All right.
So here we're taking a little intermission with the teams there. Back and forth action, both teams really trying to win this one, digging in their heels, trying to make these shots. That one stone from Brecht just centimeters past where they needed to, and unfortunately took out their own. So that changed a potential big end for them into needing that draw to just to salvage one. So, it's really exciting stuff here.
Such an interesting game. And in the second end, Team Dalle scoring 3 and then suddenly kind of having that small lead, but that was immediately followed with 3 points from Hungary. So yeah, they keep each other in balance. There are a few misses on both sides, but we also have seen a couple of very good stones on both sides. So I think this is a very, very balanced game, and that's exactly what we want here on stream, to have a game that's exciting, close all the way up until the final end. Final stone, have that excitement, that build up right here, and I think also the fans can appreciate that kind of curling as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying before. We think on paper these teams are very evenly matched, and they're proving it right now. They're doing their thing, and no one's getting a little break here and there, 3s for each side, but yeah, they're staying in it, 4-4 through 4 ends. What else can we hope for? We want this to come down to the last stone in the last end, and it's looking like it's going to.
So if you were to kind of reevaluate your prediction earlier, you went with Hungary, I went with Team Dalle. Would you reconsider your pick, or are you kind of staying with
ride
the
or
same?
die, baby, ride or die. We made our decision and we're sticking with it. They're showing the tough. They're coming back after giving up that 3 house, coming back with their own on this one, nearly pulling out a steal in this end. So I'm sticking with them. I think they've still got what it takes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I'm loyal with my pick as well. I think I really trust Team Dalle here. They had an unfortunate miss with Brecht's stone, but I think they will come out on top, and it will be a Belgian victory here tonight against Team Hungary. And yeah, an additional reason why I think my prediction will be right is all of my predictions have been right so far. So yeah, I mean, numbers don't lie. I'm on a roll here tonight and this weekend, and if you wanna really have some financial advice on betting and all kinds of sorts of things, follow pimpscurlingadvice.com. It's not registered. But
you know what they say, it's like there's lies, damn lies, and statistics. So yes,
you can prove anything with statistics.
Yep. So they are getting ready to get back out on the ice, start end number 5. Kevin leading us off here for Team Dalle, as we are all knotted up at 4 apiece. I'll get a score update on sheet C as soon as they post it after they get back on the end, but I'm seeing Team Vareka start out in the hack, so they must have won that 4th end.
Második felére következik a mérkőzésnek.
Skipper gets into position. I see it was a 3-house for Team Vareka in the 4th end, so they lead that match 5-2 over
És mi
Team
megyünk be rögtön
Hananen
mögé egy
as they head
agresszív
into the 5th
hatossal.
end.
Nem lacasz facázunk. Center mögé, 6-os. Irány jó! Jöhet végig, jöhet végig, jöhet végig! Nagyon kell neki, nagyon kell neki, nagyon kell neki!
Plenty of room past that
Bejön,
center
bejön
guard,
az,
trying to get
bejön
this
az!
one deep. Just wanted to bite top of the house.
Nem, jó.
And it is just about in front of it, not quite all the way in. So Team Dalle saying, Kevin, let's put this one in the house.
Oh.
We've got 2 guards there.
Thomas eerst. Get veel plek. Oh, lijn oké.
Line's okay, just need this one
Go.
for weight. Trying to get this one
Lijn,
to curl now.
lijn, lijn. Lijn. Lijn.
Switching back to line.
Uit.
And that is going to
Yep.
just tap it.
Yes, sir.
Már van 2 center guard és egy kő a
Maybe a
házban.
little bit of a
Ezt
delay
kell
there on the
kijönni,
switch
ezt
over
elveszett
between
és megpróbálni
sweepers.
berollalni a miénk mögé. Egy
kept
kontrollal
that one
kérem
from
ezt
getting
most.
around the guard.
Kontrollal kérem ezt. Fordulnak a kövek, de hát ezzel a jéggel szerintem oda kell, hogy forduljon Tamás. Söbör!
This one is definitely having some guards here.
Oh, catches their own red.
Az is egy
Takes
center
it
guard
out of
volt.
play.
Aggódj.
Shooter falls out as well. Bit of a break here for Team Dalle in this 5th end.
Off. Kan ook. Ja.
Wrecked with options here. They can
Oh,
try to come
V.
around behind that. Or I guess Thomas with options here. Going to go behind that yellow. Can actually tap that yellow further back.
Ja. Lijn.
Calls for line
Len.
early. They're very aware of how
Yep.
much this curls.
Yep. Yep, lijn.
There it goes.
Yep,
Trying
Len.
to hold this one. Ooh, it's
Yep,
actually
Len.
going to over curl.
Oh. Ja.
Not sure if this is helping
Belefőkő a házban, de
them right
ezt
now.
tudjuk, ide
I mean, there
rollal,
is a
tehát
double
ide
takeout
rollal,
if you,
kontroll, kő,
hit that
adok neki jeget.
right stone on the
Jeget,
inside.
de mindenképpen találjuk el.
Well, I think that Team Hungary here would
Really
prefer,
don't. That's
they'd like a little bit of a
maximum
roll
double.
underneath. As the way those 2 yellows are stacked up, it would give them a double guard over
Well,
it.
with the
so-
double
Oh,
takeout,
oh.
the shooter would kind of
40,
stick in that
40,
position
40,
anyway.
40.
But that's pretty flat. Might not have enough to get out. This one is outside.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to sail by. It's going to allow Team Dalle to do the same. You see Rect indicating, putting his finger up in the air, twirling it around. Here in Belgium, that means let's do it again.
Smeras.
I think that would be one thing I'd like to see is travel around different countries and
Yep.
see how they communicate on the ice.
Okay.
What kind of
Oh.
signals they use.
Oh, dan. Oh, dan. Ja, dan. Als je wilt chippen, ja.
Feel this one's a
Oh,
little bit
Gani.
heavy,
Oh,
but maybe
oh.
gonna chip.
Oh.
Can they tap it
Oh,
behind
yeah.
one of the guards in?
That is going to tap things back. They are going to get their double guard.
Ja, maar hij kwam.
Oh,
It's
a little bit exposed. Is behind the T line though, so now they've got the opportunity here for Team Hungary to hit and roll underneath. Or they're going to just try to draw around.
Freeze! Freeze! Te ide!
Freeze. I understand that one. My Hungarian is getting much better.
Váltottam, mert nem volt jó az előző taktika. Most még egyszer ütünk mellé, ütünk, semmi értelme. Be kell dobni a házba. Irány, jó? Várj, figyelj! Figyelj! Söbör! 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 Söbör!
Not responding right away to the sweet calls.
I think it'll tap in yellow.
It will. That's going to be very light. It's going to tap that in.
Very, very unfortunate mistake here from Team Hungary. And this is a little gift, a little present here, wrapped in some nice wrapping paper for Team Dalle.
Just need to set up. You're going to set up a guard over the top of it, kind of take that red one out of play.
Oh! Oh! Thomas! Thomas! Lijn is oké!
It's okay.
Oh! Niks doen, overcurled. Oh, niks doen, niks doen.
It's going to overcurl.
Has
Leaves
to be
it just a little bit exposed, but
This works.
it does make the margin of error a little bit smaller, but there is still an opportunity there. There is enough space between those that yellow and that red to maybe get on it. But honestly, coming over from that right side, they can still get at that yellow in the forefoot.
Hátra toljuk. 9-10-es erő. 50-60, jó.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to try to do here. They're going to try to maybe throw back line weight just enough to get it moving. Push it back out of the 4-foot circle.
Oh!
Try to curl this one over. There it goes. It's going to catch on the side. Does jam on that yellow back there.
But it is.
Shooter is
Sure.
laying shots. A little bit open though. Definite potential there for Team Dalle to do something with it.
Denk je dat gaat? Nou, nee. Noze? 2-5. Hier raken.
Draw up the middle or anything kind of up that middle they don't really like. They'd have to throw too much weight at it, so they're going to just come over this and run that yellow back. Which honestly, if they get that on the nose, it will leave a guard up over whatever yellow they run back, so...
Dat is oké. Maar nee, je gaat hierop zitten. Met een zachte dan. Ja, doe maar. Dat is gevaarlijk. 2-5.
I feel like there's too much risk coming up this
Goes
middle
back.
out, so they're going to go outside in.
Yep. 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 Oh. Yep. 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 Yep.
Gonna
There we go,
stay
there we go.
outside enough, I
Mooi.
think so.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Oh, that gets
Shut of
that.
the match for me.
Goed staan.
That is a very nice
Látta,
one. I
hogy
have clicked it.
befordulhatunk jobban,
Look at the
hogy-
result they
hogy
get
itt
from
maradjak
this.
előtte.
It's-
I think
Take
they would
out.
like
Azóta én
possibly a little bit more rollover just to kind of get it a little more buried, but now we're just picking.
That's really indeed picking such a good stone for Team Dalle here.
But, you know, you can see Team Hungary, they definitely looked at this and said, okay,
Ugyanaz, mint az előbb.
we can get at that
50
backline
volt.
weight.
Az lehet, hogy hosszú volt. Mennyi hely volt a gárd
Brom
mellett?
is delivering
Volt-
on his
volt
promise so
bőven.
far.
Tehát kicsit
Definitely
lassabb,
got a
lehet, hogy
clickable
jobban
shots.
forduljak. Jó.
In there. We'll definitely be taking a look back through the videos this next week after the tournament is over.
I wonder if this is also going to be their lineup next weekend, because Sebastian Dalle, their skip, is not able to play the men's challengers with the team.
Oh, this one seems a little light. Is this going to curl around? Yeah, it's going to over curl. It's going to catch on that second guard. Possibly not enough weight on that one.
And Team Dalle deciding to close the door and take the steal. They are sitting 1, 2,
3 feet.
maybe 3, but definitely 2.
Definitely 2. Yeah, it's hard to tell
Yeah.
how much there's. Well, maybe it's 3. That one yellow in the back of the house, I think, is all the way in.
Yeah, but the
That
red
can
one
go
in
out.
front.
Yeah, it's so hard to
Yeah,
tell.
we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, they have 2 very good stones there.
Speelt traag genoeg, hè? Mag er 1 zijn.
Yep, they just want to cover anything up that gap up the right side of the center.
Zit niet veel op. Wachten. Wachten, moet curlen.
Going very
Thomas
light
altijd
on
eerst.
the weight. Needs to curl.
Yep.
Trying to help
Yep.
this over.
Hard, hard, hard.
Step 1, get it over
Yep,
the hog
yep,
line.
yep.
That is good. Step 2, bring this over as close to the center line as they can. And I
Nicely
think that's
placed
a
there.
great stone there.
Eljössz a
Excellent
lyukon, és
stone.
azt hátra tolod!
I mean, there is
Húsz!
a
Húszza!
little space in between, and seems like they are going to try it, but this is going to be a difficult one. And if they execute, I will clap my hands.
I was gonna say, what are you going to do?
I would say I wouldn't.
You're not wearing a hat, so I can't say you'll eat your hat.
No.
But this one needs to slip through. They're trying to get this one to curl over. I just don't think it's going to get through. And no,
Nope.
it does not.
No, which means
And
Brecht get to throw the same stone.
and now he just gets to draw for.
Yeah, for
looking
3 and potentially more.
possibly 4, maybe even 5. Really depends on that top yellow as well. But I think that one is a little bit further out than the top red. So
This is an important one, kind of being tight at the forehand break, coming in the 5th end with your hammer and immediately scoring 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5.
I'm just wondering how much all of these wins cost you, because I know you're paying these teams off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my prediction indeed.
Oh, no, you didn't. I know you didn't. This one's going to be a little bit wide. Are they going to get this one deep enough?
And is it heavy enough? Because I'm still waiting for the stone to kind of...
No, I think... Yeah, there's a little bit of caution there. Or no, you're just so far ahead now. Hungary has a last stone.
Bejössz ezzel
Yeah.
a dróval ide! Bejössz
thought
egy
they were
dró, egy
drawing
drót kell
for-
dobni!
4.
Bejössz egy dróval!
They had to cover that up.
Yeah.
Azt felütni! Szerintem a dró!
There is something up that side. I don't know why I had it in my head that Team Dalle had the hammer.
Yeah, because indeed I remembered Brecht has to throw the exact same stone, do it again, and then you said, well, we'll draw for...
Yeah, never ignore me, folks. It's way past my bedtime. I should have some pudding. I should have had my pudding and been tucked in like 3 hours ago.
Várj!
So they can still tap
Várj!
in their
Csavard!
corner guard.
Csavard!
I don't know if this
Csavard!
has enough weight, though. They're actually trying to curl this one between them.
Oh, this might work.
Oh,
This
look
might
at
work.
that. Oh,
But it's heavy. It is heavy. And it's
Hosszú volt
second,
az a dró.
third shot. And this is a steal of 2 for
wow.
Team Dalle. And this was a very good attempt. I mean, squeezing in between that gap, but then it was slightly too heavy. And Team Dalle is stealing 2, which is a big result for the Belgium
Wow,
youngsters
that
team here.
that was something. That line. Oof. I was sure it was going to crash on the. I didn't think it was going to come so close to that inside one. I thought it was going to crash on the outside, but what do I know? I'm glad I didn't say it out loud.
All right, but it's still a 2-point gap. We have seen big scores in the previous round, so they're not home yet.
No.
And that's a lesson learned from, I think, the round 2 game against was team Hertman.
Lijn is mooi.
It ain't over until the last stone has been
mist.
thrown.
Yep.
Moet curl up.
Kevin
Rechter
leading
op
things
curl.
off for Team Dalle here in the 6th end. As
Yep.
Team Dalle leads Hungary
Yep.
6-4.
Oh, bram maar in. Yep.
Fantastic action so far in this match, and I think this one's really going to come down to
Okay.
that last stone in the last end.
Yep.
This one is going to end up nicely on the center line.
8-as mi fejezzük be, úgyhogy ennek
But a
örülünk.
little bit high.
Centergárd mögé egy 5-össel kezdünk be.
So with the way the ice is curling, they'll be able to get
Ötös,
around this and
négyes.
still stay high in the house.
Irány jó! Söpört! Lassú! Söpört! 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 Be lehet hozni! Be lehet hozni! Be lehet
Make
hozni!
sure this one
Söpört!
gets deep
Söpört!
enough, because once it starts to
Bad,
curl,
Ozzy.
it slows down a lot. Or once it starts to
I'm
slow down
not.
a lot, it curls, but need to make sure that it gets in.
Oké.
Comes up behind the guard, but just a little bit
Jó
short.
lett!
We have updates from our other 2 matches. Team Hertman scored
Ramesh.
3 in the 4th, so they led that match 5-1 over Team
Lijn,
Raju.
Thomas. Thomas,
And
lijn.
over on sheet C,
Lijn, hard.
Team Vareka scored 3 in the 4th,
Hard,
so they
lijn.
lead at 5-2 over Team Heinenen.
Blijven gaan, blijven gaan. Geel erin als ik kan.
Oh, that is going to
Okay.
tap that red one off the center line. We're going to see what
Ja. Maar ik heb zoveel minder gegeven. Dat was
Wat
er
they
1.
do?
I think they decided to leave it there.
Yep.
I mean, yeah,
Kevin,
they need to
Als je een 4
they need to
speelt, is dat
score,
oké,
so they
hè?
might as well use those guards.
Yep. Seems a bit wide. It's not going to curl over enough. Might actually tap that yellow one.
Don't know if it has to wait to tap in yellow. Small
Yep,
tap.
It tapped. Hashtag John is technically right. It was already in the house, so it technically couldn't tap it in, but it did tap it.
Are they looking at running back the Yellowstone there? Think they want to come around?
Still draw around this one, but yeah, it's tight squeeze. Kevin indicating it's heavy. Brahm trying to hold the line, make sure it gets around, but we'll get around that top guard. Just not get around that top guard, excuse me, I missed a word.
Nos, mi fejezünk be ide, itt
Spill over
már
the edge,
5
even with the
gárd van
Swedish
lényegében,
curl is
ez
going to stay
bunkertől.
just outside the house.
Ja,
Mindenképpen, aki először beteszi a házba, azt fogja megnyerni ezt az endet, de én azt gondolom, hogy most ide nekünk be kell tenni a házba.
Apparently,
és
yeah,
innen
was a bit
kívülről
off
kell
broom.
Erről az oldalról. Irány jó! Irány jó! Ho! Van hely! Hely van! Hely van! Csak az erő!
Calling him off, the sweep is
Hey,
just going to get
boy!
around that guard.
Hely van! Hely van! Csak az erő!
Sure this one stays
Most
above
semmi.
the tee if possible. Looks a little
Nagyon szép,
bit
Gyuri, tökéletes kő.
heavy. Yep, gonna get just behind the tee line. Something for Team Dalle to throw against. Exactly what they're going to do.
Ja, kan ook. Goed.
And I want to come over the center line here. Since they don't have hammer, good work to play over the center there.
Ja. Oh, wachten. 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 Ja, ga hier. Curl, curl.
Ryan is going to curl a little bit outside. Not going to curl very much, but
Yes, sir.
kind of keeps that center.
Dames.
Több gárd,
Center
de nekünk már
close,
van
though.
benne egy kövünk, és Gyuri be tudja tenni másodszor is ide, ez simán megy neki, ezt be tudja dobni. Első és annyira jól dobta, hogy bedobta. És rajta a sor, hogy tegyen még egy követ a házba, és már kettővel menjünk. Szélesebb! Szélesebb!
Hungary trying to
Szélesebb!
do the same draw as
Csere!
they did before.
Hasonló csere! Szélesebb sokkal! Akkor söpörd nagyon!
Don't want this
Jöhet
one as
végig!
deep. I think they'd be happy
Jöhet
just
végig,
to.
nagyon jó az ív! Ha behozzuk
Eight
jobbra,
foot.
nagyon jó lesz, söpörd! Söpörd végig! Söpörd! Ho! Igaza van Balázsnak. Mindig Balázsra hallgass. Szép.
Oh, that's also nice there. Good stone takes away that draw up. That's outside. Very
I
good
got you.
stone. I'll say Gabordo
Ah.
reminds me of my ice hockey days with the goalies. Goalies would often talk to the nets behind them during the match, or their pads and things
Oh.
like that. They're always a little bit weird. By the way, did I ever tell you I played goalie?
Hier. Ga niet. Je kunt enkel daar raken.
I did.
Nee,
used to
niet
talk to
doen, dat
myself
kan
quite a
niet.
lot in the net. You get bored.
Vul zo, vul zo. Ja.
From
Ja,
trying to
deze
say,
open kan.
make things open.
Ja. Die dan, hè.
Just gonna try to clean up the side, open things up so they can get back at that at those reds.
Oh, ja, ja, ja.
This will have some weight. Let's see.
Ja, ja. Thomas, volgen.
Clears that open.
Ja, gezet.
Kettővel vagyunk. Mit gondolsz arról, hogy ezt bejebb teppeljük? Mert nagyon nem könnyű a lyukon bedobni szerintem. Ha ezt bejebb teppeljük akár erre, akár egyenesen, mindegyik jó. Én innen dobnám. Szerintem ennyi elég, igen.
Could be kind of a deja vu thing where
7-es, 8-as, igen.
Dalle has this very nice steal, builds up a small lead, but then in the following end, Hungary immediately comes back, maybe tying the game, or
Betepeljük az első pirosat.
better for
Azt
them.
gondolnám. Az a kérdés, hogy elég
also
az ég
taking the lead
szerintem
here in the
neki.
game.
Yeah, they've got they're in a strong
elég.
position, and they do have the hammer. So, wait,
Majd lesz rajta izé.
Yes, they have the hammer.
yes, they do.
Oké.
I was just counting the
Hot
stones,
one,
but there
hot
was one behind
Yeah.
Balash that I didn't see. So
Yeah.
that's why I was confused. Not just a Sino.
Oh, oh,
Sometimes I do
oh!
actually use visual cues.
This is a good visual cue right here.
Yeah, but that was counting
yeah.
the stones as well, and that's why it didn't match up. That-
yeah.
This was going to tap, and that's going to get over underneath everything else, but it does open
does
up that middle a little bit, though.
Hova söpördük?
Yeah, I think
hebben de
trying
ruimte
to
nu
get
wel.
something over on the center line. I think The 3 red stones are sitting on the edge of the 4 foot. So,
Kun opruimen, ja.
if they can
Op zich
find
zit hier een triple er wel in.
a secure spot.
Ze weten. Ja.
I mentioned the triple here. Do they want to
Als
go
jij
for a
nu-
triple?
Ja, of hier. Ja, maar rood gaat blijven liggen, hè. Ja. Blijven liggen, hè. Ja. Maar dan ligt hier, ja. Yup.
Oops, wrong button. Sorry, my clicker has died, so I'm having to move my controller over to the correct position. Click the wrong booth, the wrong button. And really, I just wanted more camera time, even if it is for half a second.
Oh! Oh!
I'm gonna open things up a little bit over there.
Dat waren goed genoeg.
Yellow
Is open.
does slide through, but
Itt raktunk mindenképpen. Ha nagyon nagy arcok lennénk,
Opening
akkor
here
azt csinálnánk,
for,
hogy betoppelnénk azt, és közben raknánk egy gárdot.
Team Hungary.
Köszönöm a bizalmat, jó van, jó van.
No stress over
Hogy
on Team
hozhatod
Hungary.
egy gárdot?
It's
Az a
not.
kérdés. Ez igen, onnan.
Could be
Innen,
nervous laughter,
ezzel
but
éggel.
I think not.
Ezzel éggel, ezzel. Ezzel, ja. Gárd! 3 kövünk elért, Gárd! A 3 kövünk elért, Gárd! Ház közeli. 3-as. 3-as, Gárd. 90. Vár!
I know that.
Semmi!
Stay off
Damn
it.
it.
Nothing. Let it curl over. That is going to just
Túlfordult,
curl.
basszus, kulcs.
And I don't know
Ja.
That could've been
Hungarian.
maybe
but
swear.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that was a Swear moment there.
Have any Hungarian speakers in the audience? Would you let us know,
Die
please?
triple zit er heel hard in. Als ik hem nose. Ja.
Team Dalle going for this triple takeout.
Ja, niet veel. We moeten nozen, hè.
Gonna need to have some weight in it to hold the line. Immediately on the sweep. Yeah, look at how much that's going. It's gonna get around the guard. It's just a little bit over the
It's
nose,
two.
but it does move 2 out of the way. Leaves things open there.
Most jön az, amit nekem kellett volna dobni. Tepp és gárd. Ez a hívás Balástól.
I think it's still good for Team Dalle that they have that one yellow stone sitting in
Várj!
12 foot with a red card in front of it.
Csöver!
Tighten up the
Végig kell!
scoring zone a little bit. Sweep, one of the tap is red one a little bit deeper than that yellow.
Tovább!
They do it. It does get that stone a little bit deeper.
Niet veel plek zeker.
That
Fair
shot
enough.
stone is still sitting out in the open.
Zout. Ik vind dat wel veiliger. Ja. Ja. Ja.
Yeah, I think if they can find a good hit and roll here,
Echter.
they could
2-5.
set up a steal.
2-5 is oké. Ja.
Going for any like huge weight here, normal takeout.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, is this one too far outside? Needs to miss that guard. Is going to catch it. Oh, there's another swear jar.
Any swear jar.
What?
Well,
a little bit of a fortunate.
Now they're
break.
shots. They're sitting
shot.
shot in a very weird way. A very weird way to become shot. Of course, it is exposed. They can reach it.
Bocsánat, kérdés hangzott a bár,
yeah, and if,
először, de hát ez a curling
reach
nem
that,
is
hold the
ilyen
shooter,
sehol,
that'll be
kérnek,
3
ezt
for
nem így
Team
akarták,
Hungary.
de így
Yep.
sikerült. Most azt mondom, ha ezt kitoljuk és itt akkor 3-at írhatunk, szerintem 20! 20!
All right. For missing that bat, they ended up getting
Tom! Tom!
some type of
It's
maybe
the
situation.
so bad it's good shot.
Yeah.
Sikerülni fog, Tom!
Which looks good for Team
Megcsinálod!
Hungary.
Yep, that is going to be okay. We'll roll a little
Szép
bit
volt, Tom.
wide, but that is going to be just fine.
Straight, yeah.
And that's going to be 3 for Team Hungary. So they're now leapfrog into the lead with that 3. We're getting a lot of back and forth here. Brecht is definitely going to be upset about that being wide on
Yeah.
that takeout.
Can imagine so, yeah.
So while we are in our between period here, over on sheet A, Team Raju scored 1 in the 5th. So Team Hertman leads that match 5-2 over Team Raju. And over on sheet C, oops, I've got looking out the wrong window. Team Hananen scored 2 in the 5th. So Team Vareka leads that one. Oh no, Team Vareka leads that 5-4. And they are in the 6th end over there.
Yeah, close
And
game
it looks
there.
to be
there
coming
as
down
well.
to their last stones in the 6th end. Meanwhile, over here, we are just about to start the 7th end. Tomasz is going to lead this off for Hungary as they lead 7-6 over Dalle. Real exciting back and forth match going on here.
És most a scoreboard azt mondja,
Yeah, I
hogy
think
a
Team Hungary, they have the kind of
felsz egyet akarunk
advantage in this game. They have a point lead, and they will most likely take the hammer in the last end. So that means this is a very important end for Team Dalle. They have to score at least 2 points. More is better.
Csak öt! Csak öt!
I
Szép!
want this one too deep. This one's going to, though, carry just behind the tee line. Brecht is
Yeah.
going to sweep that.
Thing is, they don't need a guard. I think they can just try and go for a blanket or try to go for a very open situation where Team Dalle can only score 1 and tying it into the
I don't
last
think,
end.
I don't think Hungary is going to want to play a blank here. They're not going to want to give Dalle the hammer
Oh, veel
going into
plek.
the last
Wel
end,
mist.
even with a 1-point lead.
Yeah.
So ideally,
Wel mist. Veel curlen.
it will be 1 for Dalle or a steal of 1 or
Als je
more for
kunt vegen.
Hungary. So they're going to be their options.
Niet erin, hè? Yep. Goed gevecht.
Going for the corner
Mooi.
guard there.
3-as kérek a Tamástól, mert azt gondolom, hogy a 3-as az egy jó hívás. Úgy, hogy nekünk már van egy 7-esbe egy kövünk. Ha levédjük, ez egy jó állás lehet nekünk. Irány jó! Hanyas! Várj! Megy a helyére! Túl is jön a helyén. Freeze-re jön szintén. Söpört freeze-re. Nem lehet?
Trying to sweep that for a
Akkor jó.
freeze.
Oké.
Doesn't quite get down there, but still good positioning on that. I don't
Ja,
think
kan ook. Doe maar.
they're adopting the play behind their guard instead of trying to take out the two yellow reds there.
It looks we have a final result on Shire. I see an X on the board there.
Oh, maar
Yep,
kom.
that was
Ram is.
3 for Team Hertman, so they lead it
Bison.
8-2 or win that 8-2 after 6.
Girl.
All right, which
Girl.
means
They will
Ja,
be
girl.
in the
Kom mooi.
second and
Ja,
third place
girl.
match
Yep. Ja, doe maar.
against the loser of
Yep.
Team Hananen
Mooi.
or Team
Mooi.
Vareka.
so we will have Team Raju on stream tomorrow morning in the semis. And you know,
No, we won't. Oh, yes, because they're fourth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
and you
Azt
want to know
mondja,
something else,
Az
John?
ellenfél óriási hibát követett el.
I even predicted the placeholder image for the semifinals.
Oh, could you stop that?
Esély megvan rá minden
Oh
esetre, hiszen
my.
egy hármas
I mean,
bármilyen
and I made those assets like in the beginning of the tournament. So
This is
as I
great.
said,
Yes, he's a magician,
Jó
folks.
az
I'm
irány!
a magician. I'm kind of seeing the matrix.
He's not seeing bullets, he's seeing green
Oh,
numbers
semmi!
flying. Green ones and zeros
Semmi!
flying through the sky.
Semmi! Semmi, álljon meg minél hamarabb, mert túlfordulunk egy picit. Sajnos nagyon fordulunk. Okay.
Slight over curl on this one.
Hek. Ja, Len. Len. Yep.
Calling for line. Braun
Ah!
indicating heavy.
Hard.
Really want to sweep this one over. You see
Hard.
it
Come
curling.
on. Come on. Nog.
Trying
There
to
we
get
go,
this
there
one
we go.
around that guard.
fuck,
Just taps it.
Ah, het wil niks.
Sends it
Ja.
off into the ether.
Did we had a broom slap there?
Gárda, de
Possibly?
ez bizony elakadt a gárdunkban. Ugye rakhatunk még egy gárdot, és tovább nyomatjuk őket a Force 1-re vonatkozóan. Egy picit nagyobb jegyeket fogok adni most a Gyurinak, mert azt gondolom, hogy ezzel talán jobb esélyünk van levédeni a körül.
Team Hungary going to put a guard, try to guard up over on those stones in the house.
Ó, széles! Balázs, fordí, 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 fordí! Fordí!
Force that to curl.
Hozd végig, jó lesz amúgy, söbörd végig, jó lesz nagyon, végig kell hozni, nagyon jó, most jó.
That's a good work from the sweepers there. Gets that into a good spot. Going to force
Ah,
Team
peelen.
Dalle to peel.
Wacht.
Just making sure he can get behind those stones and keep an eye out what's
Okay.
going on.
Ja. Yep. Ja. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Gets the tap,
Zo, ja.
knocks something out of the way.
Dat is nog te weinig. Ja.
Nekem minden fordul oda elé szerintem.
Kind of opens things up though. Gonna have to try to cover up the
Aha,
those reds again. I can see out my little window that Team Vareka scored 2 in the 6th. So they lead it 7-4 over Team Hananen.
Interesting.
hármasdobunk, srácok. Azt gondolom, hogy megvédjük a két kövünket, akkor nagyon jók leszünk. És a nézők is örülni fognak ennek a kőnek minden bizonnyal. Hiszen ritkán látnak olyat, hogy az ember oda dobja a hármast. 90 Balázs? 94 mondom. kb. 90-nel csúszok, és most egy szép release teszek rá. Igen, ez körülbelül jó.
We're just kind of keeping this clean, making sure it gets down there. Going too hard, don't want this to over curl. This one's looking pretty nice. Maybe he's even going to come up a little bit under curl. That covers over that inside part, but there is an opening around the outside to double those out. They might be trying to run this back.
Ja, ja, Kevin! Ja! Yep! Yep! Fuck.
Oh, another swear jar.
Hadd kérdezzek meg, mit gondolsz, mit dobjunk?
Does catch it. This does not quite get over
Ugyanezt a
enough.
gárdot. Jó, jó. Egy nagyon picivel szűkebb. Egyetértek vele teljes mértékben. Köszönöm a támogatást.
Still leaves it open. Team Hungary, though, perfectly happy to throw another guard over that. It means they are sitting shots, and I think it looks like their first 2 shots,
A
so
Weisskip ugyanezt a
perfectly
gárdot
happy to
javasolta
steal
egy
2
picivel
here.
szűkebb jéggel. Természetesen a Weisskip tanácsát megfogadjuk, ugye, tehát akkor ugyanazt javasolta egy picivel szűkebb jéggel, tehát a 90-nel dobom ugyanezt a 3-as gárdot. Kicsúszás ismét tökéletes, már csak a release van hátra, igen, a release is sikerült.
He'll be joking with the sweepers as he's sliding out and releasing the stone. You have to love that confidence. Be pretty good as well, but that might over curl. Yeah, it's gonna leave the inside part
Oh.
exposed, and
Hát hova
yeah,
vittük?
maybe that
Well,
was
no, he's a
guard.
foul,
He's not
heck.
pretty happy with that one.
Vijf.
Still has a smile on his face,
Ja.
though, so he's enjoying playing the game.
Ja, maar je moet wel oppassen dat je die niet hebt. Ja, is goed.
Catch as much of that middle redstone as possible to try to get that back one out as well.
Yep. Oh. Oh. Girl. Girl.
Curl
Girl.
this
Girl,
over.
girl, 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 girl,
I
girl,
think that's going to catch it enough, but it will get rid of that first shot.
Yep. Zo, eentje weg.
Most de hát az ellenfél küldött az egyik kövünket, és még egy van
These are
benne, van
open.
itt viszont egy jó gárdunk. Én tennék még egy gárdot, itt nem tud mit csinálni ezzel. Beteszünk még egy gárdot, sansztalan, hogy itt kiüsse a
So a
kövünket.
decision here
Egy
from Team
lényegében
Hungary.
center
Do
gárdra van
they
szükség.
play a guard? I think they're trying to get
Szerintem
something
ezzel a
in
jéggel
there.
egy center gárdot
Cover it
ott
up.
legyen.
Still can possibly get to
Oh!
shot,
Oh!
but might open up a double.
Oh! Nem lassú! Elég ide a kettő közé! Semmi! Ha! Semmi! Tök jó,
Trying to
hogyha itt
cover up
van!
this gap.
Jó lesz az! Jó, szép!
Very nice stone. It's going to do a pretty good job of closing up that
Lukt
center
me
gap.
eigenlijk, ja. Denk het ook, maar... Ja, en als ik hierop zit, is het niet erg, hè. Ja. Ik denk dat dat het beste is. Die vallen wel. Ik zou genoeg geven.
We're going to try to shoot the gap between the yellow and the red. Get onto that red
Plan A
one
is
back
op
there.
rood, plan B is in guard weg.
Plan B is
Ja.
clear out
Some of the
that
other guards need to survive.
red guard. They do have the hammer, so... And they have a Yellowstone sitting in the house with quite a bit of protection in front of it.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Needs to curl over. Gonna get around that guard. It's gonna get around the other one. Oh, this is a fantastic stone.
Excellent stone here.
Moves it out of the way. They are gonna lose the shooter, but I don't think that is as important
Juist
as
genoeg.
moving that.
Yeah, they're looking to score at least 2 here. That's the important thing, and that could work. And there's only one thing Hungary can do now, and that's bury one.
Hogy a hatost ide
Trying to
behívjuk.
find that gap.
Szerintem kb. Ez lesz erre a draw. Ennek oda kell fordulnia át. Jó! Gyuri! Ó, vissza Tamás! Tamás! Tamás!
White over curl.
Tamás! Csak az erő! Ho! Csak az
Has
erő!
enough to
Csak az
wait to
erő!
get to the house where
Csak
they
az
need it.
erő!
It is
Csak az
behind the
erő!
guard.
And then
Going into the house.
Semmi.
All about the weight
Nagyon
now,
szép
and it is
barátnőni.
sitting on a shot position behind the guard, putting pressure on Team Dalle. There is a virtual steal
Ja,
here
Dalle, ja.
for Team
Gewoon
Hungary.
een backline spelen.
Ja.
Is of wat?
let's ignore the hashtag was John.
Don't tick
John
it.
is wrong about all of that.
Backline.
Thought that was kind of light. Thought it was going to
Ja.
crash out of the guard, and it was neither of those.
Hij moet maar hier geraken.
Yeah, a little bit of a
Ja,
stressful
een hek of zo.
situation here for
Ja, het moet hè, via hier.
Team Dalle, because this is
Zie
an
je dat?
important one.
Dat moet dan wel perfect zijn hè. Ja, ça va, is goed.
So they're going to try to run that yellow one back and jam on the red.
Mooi systeem, maar nu, ja, we gaan racen met een 2-7. We kunnen er niet aan en die ligt er veel achter. Plus, we moeten die eigenlijk ook nog wegtikken. Voor 2. Ja.
They want to get the 2, so this is about the only way they can do it.
If he makes this, I think that could be shot of the match. Because it's also so
Absolutely,
important.
this is so important, yeah.
And it is not just important for the end, but also for the match. It's a difficult one to execute. Everything needs to be
Oh.
right with this
Give
stone
that
right here.
girl.
Feels wide.
Yep.
Oh.
No.
Just a bit wide.
Angle was too big, so this is a very big steal of 1 here.
Yeah.
For, Team Hungary leading into the final end with a 2-point lead. Don't have the hammer, but I don't think they will worry that much about not having the hammer. They'd rather take the 2-point lead, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I think the one advantage for or positive for Team Dalle is that okay they have the hammer going into this, but the disadvantage is Hungary does not care about the score. They just need to make sure that Dalle doesn't score 2 or more. So they are going to have to be good with their scones. They're going to have to put up guards. They're going to have to put protection. They're going to have to build this up.
And it felt kind of like this win slipped out of their hands, but then again, that last stone from Balázs was just so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just an incredible stone.
yeah.
I mean, we were talking about the potential shot of the match of Brecht, but maybe that was the shot of the match by Balázs.
So Tamás is going to start it off for Hungary here in the 8th and final end as they lead at 8-6 over Team Dalle. Exciting stuff here. We're seeing this one going to come down to the last end. Let's hope it goes down to the last stone. And as much as I like the curling, I hope it doesn't go to an extra end. We've got an early day, early start tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been here already all day. This one going into the house, slightly behind the tee line.
Was hetzelfde als er net.
Dalle going for the corner guard.
Bij hem eerst. Wachten op curl. Yep. Yep, curl.
Wait for the curl. There it goes.
Yep.
Now start getting it down. We have to
Hard.
bring that
Ja,
down.
met twee. Yep. Oké.
Stone
Who's
from
there?
Kevin, good start.
A corner guardot,
Ja.
és ilyenkor nincs más megoldás.
Update on sheet C, where you can see Team Verreken is leading 8-4, kicking off their final end here.
Azt nem is értem, hogy miért, de hát mindegy.
Leading
Akkor
Team
még
Hanenen
egyszer forduljon át.
over there.
Szerintem ez jó.
So if that holds, we'll see Team Verreken against Team Raju in the semifinal tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m.
Yeah, same matchup as we had with the second stream.
Megvan,
It was,
szerintem simán megvan!
a round 2
Simán
game.
megvan, Balázs! Simán megvan.
This one over, gonna
Szép
guard it
volt,
up
szép.
in the house. Rex
2 of
gonna
3
get
pakken,
up.
hè? Maar ik zou we moeten er 2 of 3 pakken, Bram.
Okay. Brom was making a case for something. Brecht said, no, we're just going to go over here, get behind our guard, try to build something up.
Oh, ruimte. Achteraan je kunt. Ruimte. Curl.
Trying to make
Curl.
this one curl. Seems to be a little bit wide. Will that get
Ah, curl.
around
Come on.
behind that guard?
Oh, kijken, kijken. Is er, denk ik.
Goes.
Yep.
Oh, very
Ah,
nice
mooi,
stone.
Kevin.
Right there, Kevin. Good job.
Az előző Andrészen két külünk bent
Heard
van az
from
ellenfélnek
Brecht.
a corner guard mögött van egy.
Great
Most le
stone
fogjuk
there. I
védeni
think
ezt
I'm
a
going to click that a
különbséget.
shot of the
Hármassal is
match.
már
That's definitely
végig
highlight reel
részlet
worthy.
végig vele.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Especially-
great stones here so far.
And especially in a tight match like
Úgy
this where
érzem,
every
ezt-
stone's going to
ezt
count in
tudjuk,
this
ezt
last
a
end.
hármast.
Yeah.
Or every stone is going to be important, let's say.
A
Or
gárdok szerintem jobban fekszenek nekünk, mint bármilyen take-out. Irányó! Oh.
I hear Gabor speaking the entire match, and then when he talks, he's calling out. It's a little. Is he going to have? If he manages to hold on to a win, is he going to have a voice left over for the interview?
Hol!
Well, that's going to sneak in there,
Okay,
freeze up against that red in the back. I like that one a lot.
They're playing very strong in the last couple of ends here.
Ja,
Excellent stone there from Jorgi.
yep. Oh. Len.
Here's going to call for
Oh.
sweep. Sweepers did
Oh.
not do much with it.
Oh, oké.
Following it in, that's going to run it back and moves the two, but does
Stand.
not move it all the way
Fordulj
out.
bement a gárd mögé, és
They knew they weren't
most
going to get
felül
3 out of
de
that.
nem
Maybe they need a
sikerült
little
nekik.
bit more
Valójában
weight
egy
on it
gárdunk mindig
to
van. Én azt hiszem,
get that
hogy,
second red to
megpróbáltunk
move.
ráfrizelni erre a
But it
kőre.
is outside of the
Vagy
yellow,
ide
so it's
teszünk
saying
egyet, vagy
third
ide
shot.
teszünk egyet.
Red 1,
Azt
yellow
mondják,
2,
többiek,
red
tegyünk
3.
ide egyet. Tegyünk ide egyet, jó. Akkor tegyünk ide a corner guard mögé egy freeze-t.
Or indicating they're going to try to freeze up against that yellow one, possibly. Maybe even tap it back just a little bit.
Mindenesetre, ha betesszük azt a freeze-t. Lehetünk. Irányó! Akkor söpört! Hatos kell! Söpört! Végig jöhet! Jöhet végig! Végig kell neki! Végig!
Gonna
Tovább!
be
Ezt
really
is tovább!
nice.
Very nice
Except
stone.
doesn't
Wagner,
quite
Banyúj,
move
nem
it,
jó
falls a
szög.
little bit too far to the outside, so only pushed it straight back. Yellow is still sitting second shot. Possible double there.
Ah. Twist. Wat zei je? 2-7.
try to pick that red shot out of the house. Hopefully the shooter crashes into a red and not a yellow.
Whoa! Yep! Yep! Yeah! Yep!
Gotta keep holding it.
Yep.
Try to hold it past that guard. Looks good. Gets rid of it. Falls over onto their own.
I think this is interesting.
But it's a good shot there.
Yeah,
I like that
because
positioning. They're now lying shots.
Plusz egy
way more
kövünket
protected
kiütötte,
than it
egy
was
másikat
before.
pedig
Yeah.
sajátját
And
hátrébb tolta, így
They could
igazából
still
egy
score
satja
2
van.
and pull off an
Én
extra end
szerintem,
here.
ha innen
Yep,
ezt
they
erre
could.
eltoljuk,
But
és
I'm
ide
tired,
rollolunk,
so I
akkor
hope
itt
they don't.
jobbak leszünk.
And my
Ha
my
innen
prediction
ütöm,
is also
akkor nem
winning,
jó, mert
so
talán elviszi ezt.
like the guys a lot
Az is
from
jó,
Team
hogyha
Dalle, but
ide frízelek.
yeah, I have
Ide
a
fízek, de
vested
elég
interest
tudom
in
tolni.
putting a number and increasing my win total for the
Kiskocz.
weekend.
Igen.
Now we can already confirm semifinals. It's going to be Vreken against Raju.
Mennyi az idő?
Why?
hozzá?
How can we confirm that? Match isn't over.
The match isn't over yet, but the way it's virtually. Let's put it. I'm gonna put the virtually disclaimer
Jó,
there.
jó az a jég, jó.
But indeed, we can't confirm it because you can't confirm something that's virtual.
Still lots of stones left to play over on sheet C. Anything can happen.
So looks promising.
Or Vreken so far.
Whoa.
This one to curl over.
40.
Ooh, can they catch yellow?
They can.
They can. Oh,
And-
they're
oh, that's so tight though with that back red. Which
Dan
one
liggen
is
we-
shot?
I think they can double and roll behind their
Ja.
their own stone
Yeah,
there.
there's
Wah.
a double here. That one sitting out
Wel
in the
liefst
open
blijven
must
liggen,
have
hè?
to be that far.
Wil jij zo komen of zo?
If
Ja, maar-
Brom manages to make
Give up.
this double takeout,
Ah, 2,
I'm
3
gonna
dan, hè?
repeat myself once more. Could be shot of the match. But once
Is
again,
dat wel veiliger eigenlijk? Ja.
pretty difficult stone.
This is gonna be one of those matches where I'm
Do
gonna
we
have
have?
like 18 shots to look at and then try to judge which one is the best.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be
2-5.
a viewer's choice.
Full focus here for Brom's potential shot of
Ja.
the match.
Ja, Kevin!
Can
Ja!
he deliver on his big
Ja.
promise?
Hard! Hard! Come on! Come on! Daar we gaan.
Needs to get
Looks
There we are.
promising.
goes.
Looks
There it
promising.
goes.
Rood volgen.
Oh, there it
Yep,
goes.
Doesn't quite find the roll, but
Goeie.
still, this is a very good
Amai.
stone there. And yellow is sitting one, and
Most szerintem
I'm
kívülről
not sure if
kéne
they're sitting
ezt
second.
megütni,
It's
hogy
very
ez menjen
close,
el.
yeah.
És amelyik meg rátapad erre, és jobb lesz. Hogyha itt rátapad, akkor jobb lesz. Mert belülről nem tudom megütni úgy. Mert kívülről meg rá tudok fordulni. Ennyire ráfordulok, ezt itt eltalálja, ezt
What
hátra
Gabor
fogsz,
and
és
Team
ott marad.
Hungary are looking at is not an easy shot on either side.
no.
Nem akarom felütni.
Kívülről szerintem nem fordul.
Ez még mindig jobb, mint az a kettő.
Szerintem az van benne, hogy ide rátolod és kipattan.
Ha rátolom, csak freeze-re is jobbak vagyunk, mert hogyha csak ide tolom, akkor is ez lesz a shot. Igen, de hát ez csak annyi, hogy egy ház vége. Igazából elég
Catch
rátolni,
that
rátolni.
red
elég.
one just on the outside that could tap it over into the shot position in a freeze.
9.
Yeah, but then again, if this doesn't work and the red stays exposed, then it becomes takeout for Team Dalle, and then
It
suddenly
does.
it's all yellow in the middle.
Yep.
Oh, is that something they
Egy
want to
9-essel
try? I
azt,
mean, yeah, you can tap
ráfutjuk
it
az
slightly
előkelevő
deeper, but
kettőre, és
chances
akkor
are
az
you
lesz
just
a
tap it to a spot where it's
Szerintem
not
ez.
super interesting. But
Ha elakadok a sárgába,
a very
egy utom,
subtle
nem
tap
tragédia, akkor
could
ott lesz,
put
ott
it in
lesz
a
gyakorlatilag
corner
egy
freeze
open.
position, but that's also such a hard stone to play.
Yeah.
Elég egy koc. 60.
I think For me, I would be inclined to come from the inside to the out and then try to freeze onto their red. Corner freeze onto the red or onto the yellows. Try to get it into shot position. But that is not an easy shot either. This one feels tight. I think that's going to hit that yellow guard.
It's definitely hitting the yellow guard here. That is a certainty. Even will it tap in yellow in an interesting position? That's the question.
Well, it's going to cover that up a little bit more.
Definitely
ding is, ik
not
denk wel
what
dat
they
we
wanted.
first en
What
second liggen.
went wrong here?
Maar tenminste, dat ze hier tegen tikken liggen ze dichter. Hè,
Some
dus,
food for thought
misschien
for
moeten we
Team
even
Hungary.
Op zich, en als ze meer ligt, ook
I
geen
mean, the
ramp.
thing is, for Dalle, they need to score too. So they do have the hammer. So right now,
Ideally,
as where they're
one
sitting,
off,
it's going to be
one
very
back.
tough to get that one.
Jij nog ene?
Move that yellow out of shot position. So maybe it's best to kind of prevent Hungary from putting something in there, and then drawing for the tie with their last stone. But if you can get it to a strong position here, where you're sitting second, maybe and third, going for having the win as an opportunity, drawing for a win in the last stone could be something.
Als hem een klein beetje te hard is, dan tikken we die rode gewoon maar weg, hè. Ja. Moe. 3, hè. Oh. Oh. Kevin eerst. 4 keer. Oh. Wow. Niks doen.
Curl
Niks
over.
doen. Niks doen dat hem erin
A
blijft.
little bit heavy.
Oh, ga niet. Oh.
Don't want to tap that yellow too much.
It leaves the pockets if they can get something like in between those yellow stones, they can find
Hát hárommal megy az
potential
ellenfél.
free steal here. This is indeed where they wanted it.
Balázsnak be kell ülni ide, és azzal biztosítani az együnket.
That stone here could seal the win for Hungary.
Hajós! Szabad! Hetes kell! Hetes
No,
kell!
maybe don't want to say seal it.
Megvan!
Would put the lid on, but
Akkor
maybe
várj,
not quite
hetes
tighten
kell!
it yet.
Megvan szerintem,
That
ne
looks
ülj
pretty
hozzá!
good, though.
Finds the
Nem
curl,
szabad!
but
Nem!
Gonna tap.
Jó!
Oh,
Nagyon
great
szép.
freeze
excellent
there.
stone, excellent stone.
Ja, we gaan
Nou,
erop moeten spelen, hè.
Team Dalle is in a bit of trouble
Kan
right
nog
now.
geven? Ja, kan niet anders, hè. Ah ja. Ja, of 2-5.
Handshakes over on sheet C, where Team Reken takes
Op
the
zich als die
win.
gele weg is, wij liggen ervoor, is belangrijk.
So now we can have an official confirmed
curlen.
semi-final.
Ja, sowieso op rol spelen. Ik denk 2-3, 2-5. 2-5? Ja. Ja, het moet niet per se keihard zijn, gewoon blijven liggen er tegen. Ja.
Going for a takeout here.
Ja. Yep.
Make sure this gets around that guard.
Come on!
Trying to hold that. Now they're going to curl it over.
Ah,
Doesn't quite get that red one out of the way.
No.
But does open things up, so Hungary is going to have to try to hit and roll over onto something. Basically hide that guard, hide that shooter somewhere that Dalle can't get to it.
Dan weet je dat het moeilijk wordt.
Oop. Wrong skip.
Well, I think it was right what they were saying. They know this is going to
Itt benn
be
maradunk, akkor
difficult.
biztosan jó. Gondol?
looking to score 2 here. Thinking about Team Dalle. Not easy.
Várj,
If,
várj, Gyuri, Gyuri,
Hungary is able to
Gyuri!
clear that Yellowstone. It's
Oh,
very
oh,
difficult
oh,
to
oh,
find
oh.
a two-pointer.
Done!
Hold the line, it's starting to
Seven!
curl. Is that gonna catch the guard? Nope, gets around,
Okay.
gets it rid of it.
Now they
Loses
can.
the shooter.
I think if they just do a takeout on that redstone, they have a takeout for 2 here.
Yeah,
Of gewoon...
It's
vijf.
there.
it's there.
Kan ook,
We
ja.
might have an
Nee,
extra
gewoon
end.
liggen. De 4,
And
5.
It's not easy, but with some kind of a hack
Ah, ja,
weights, you can
ja.
reach.
It needs to
Maar
sit.
even in
Yeah.
een hek zitten.
So, John, we have what we prayed for.
Coming down to the last stone. We
Last
love
end.
this here, the excitement.
Hekje voor 2.
I fully expect that everybody at home is sitting on the edge of their seat.
Die rode gewoon...
Are we
zoveel
going to
mogelijk
be
naar rechts raken.
treated with an
Ja,
extra
echt.
end here?
Ja, die dat daar in het midden van... Die dat er zo juist uitkomt piepen.
3
zo.
streams,
En die...
1 9-ender, 1 6-ender,
Ja.
maybe again a 9-ender.
Oof.
But we don't want to jinx it right now. We don't want to kind of oversell because this is not an easy stone to play. Can save the team. Calling for line here. This might overcurl.
It's a bit like
Rom,
screaming hard. They are trying to get this.
Uit! Oh!
cannot clip the guards. Cannot clip the guard. Oh no!
Oh, and it's a steal of 1 for Team Hungary, and so they win it 9-6 in a shootout. I mean, that's just a nail biter coming right down to the last stone. Wow, that was incredible. Hugs from both sides. Hopefully, Gabor has some voice left to chat with us afterwards.
Yeah, but this also means that you, John, you had the right.
I win. Paulius saying the vice skip is blind. What did he miss, Paulius? I'm wondering what he, or maybe just not calling the right, not calling the sweep early enough. Yeah, there was definitely something just a little bit overcurled. Needed to get that on there quickly. As soon as they come off the ice, Pim was going to grab Gabor for a quick interview, get his thoughts on the match.
Yeah.
He is over there grabbing the score, getting some karma points, putting the final end score up there. We can see it there. Now it's official, 9-6. Maybe it's not, you guys can't see it because I forgot to do it, but we're going to jump over to the booth.
And Team Gabor, they are coming back. So exciting game. I was betting on that extra end. We didn't see it, but what a close game. I'm going to catch you guys. So John, you can do the.
I will do the wrap up. Yeah, I will mute you so you can go off and do your thing. Exciting match, you know, really back and forth both ways. That last end could have gone either way. Just a little bit too much curl on that last stone. So Team Hungary holds on to it, gets out of there. I think it's Team Dalle played a pretty good tournament, pretty tough. Just things a little bit going awry here and there. Unfortunately, leads to a winless tournament. They will have their revenge match. They will be playing the 5th place match against Team Hungary. So that will be on at let me see the time, about noon tomorrow, same time as the final. But we'll be having that final here on the WCT channel. Just waiting for everybody. Video cameras on, just checking to make sure all the technical stuff is ready to go. Wow, what a match. I don't know what to say. That was really, really tight going all the way into the end. We're getting Gabor all mic'd up, so let's jump over to the interview booth. Wow, what a match. I mean, it comes down to the last stone. I mean, you really had it. Like, what are your thoughts on how it played out?
Well, it was a tough game for us. Yeah, it's definitely good to have a win at last.
Yeah, it's been a tough tournament for you guys. I mean, you've been in there in a lot of matches. You're really fighting, but just coming up short. And this one,
yeah.
really,
it was really a difficult game for us as well. But the team played good at the end, so we had some misses. We still have to improve a lot. This is actually a season beginning for us.
Oh wow! Okay.
So we are preparing for the Hungarian nationals. So it was a good practice for us. These teams are really playing good here in Belgium, and we like to come here. So
we're happy to have you here. Now I have to ask. You were talking quite a lot in this match. Were you narrating the game for yourself or maybe the people at home? I was worried you were going to lose your voice before the end of it.
I almost did, actually. But yeah, that's right. I was commentating the game just for the fans at home. Maybe I don't think there are a lot who would watch these games in Hungary, but maybe some will.
Somebody would have gotten it from it. So
that's right.
Congratulations. It's been a long day. It's an early start tomorrow. Actually, no, I think you guys have the first session off, so you guys get to sleep in a little bit. But, congratulations. Things went your way, really fighting through that. And good luck tomorrow in the rematch.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
All right, any words you'd like to say to anybody out on the internet?
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later. All right, so that is going to do it for this. It's been a long day. I'm going to wait for Pim to come in. He wasn't want to say goodbye as well. It has been a long day for us. 3 sessions starting. We got here at, I think, 8:30 this morning. And we're going to do a little bit of cleanup prep work for tomorrow and then get home probably in another hour or so. But it has been fun bringing this match to you. A really exciting finish there.
Yeah.
Hopefully tomorrow we've got semifinal number 1 against Team Verreken against Team Raju. So hopefully that one is going to be just as exciting as this one. That kicks off at 8:30. 8:45 is the stream start time. AM Central European time. There we go. We'll put that up on the bottom. And we will be here bright and early with our coffee and croissants ready to go. Hope you guys join us. Yeah, any parting words you'd like to say?
No, I think it has been an exciting day, a long day for us. But yeah, the biggest important games are still ahead of us tomorrow in the knockouts. There was a very nice round robin, and we had an interesting table. We will post the kind of complete standings and all of that stuff on our socials, Kurdia, Instagram, whatever. But we hope to see a lot of you here tomorrow for basically it's money time day.
Yep.
And with money time, we mean real money time, because there is a 2.8k purse. So the winner gets to take 1,200 euros. The second gets to take 800 euros, 500 for a third, and the fourth will get 300 euros. So every team in the top 4 is at least guaranteed to win a minimum of 300 euros. But of course, they were playing for the big prize there.
Yep. Everybody wants to go home with that 1.2. So on that, we are going to say thank you and goodbye.
Bye-bye.